waste of time.
Stop
a waste of fucking time.
Hey.
Damn, man, this shit's stupid.
It's not stupid. Everything will have its bumps in the road.
Nah, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Too many damn bumps.
Okay, but it is what the fuck it is. So you better learn how to jump high.
Damn it.
You okay?
No. Not really.
You okay now?
No. I was playing.
New York City.
Alright, babe, I got a stream.
Why you want to chase me away after I come? Yeah. Okay. Alright, Titi.
Take him with you. No, he chilling.
Oh, now you bring him with you?
He chilling.
Before you said, it don't matter, I don't care.
He was crying for you just a while ago.
Because you was frustrated as hell?
No, this was way before that. I was streaming in the middle. I was literally in the stream.
He look at you crazy. What the fuck? He said, don't involve me in your shit.
Sorry, stream. The fucking shit crashed because this shit dumb as hell and nobody wants me to win at all in life. Yeah. Just hand me the whole goddamn thing. I should have got my milkshake, bro. Life would have been so much better.
Baby, you already have milkshake.
Where?
My milkshake brings the light back to the yard.
What happened? I don't know. It just fucking crashed, bro. The stream had crashed. It's whatever, bro. That shit just pissed me off. Playing a DLC for Marvel Spider-Man 2. There ain't no DLC. Yeah, the stream crashed. I know what it was. I didn't have my charger in my laptop. When the charger's in my laptop, it works 100 times, a million times better and faster. It's so stupid. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You heard us talking shit about Sony? I was about to say some crazy shit, but I'm not gonna do that. They do need to uncancel this game though. Like, Binks, what's good? Binks, say it. We done with the 90s. All right. Too much licking. Like, stop. He wants pets. Maybe because you were showing the pics of the trailer. No, that wasn't it. It was because of it had nothing to do with that. This is a canceled game. They cannot get upset about this. Nobody can. The whole web have seen this shit. No, it wasn't that. It would have said copyright. Like, it literally would have said that. That's not. Oh, yeah, we had him for like a month now. What's your opinion on the trailer? I haven't seen it. I've seen it, but I haven't seen it. I've seen pictures of it, but I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? But it's dope, though. Like, I just like the fact from the pictures I've seen it. Damn, this salty ass shit. Nigga talking about random. I don't think it's Insomniacs. No, it's not. I blame Sony. PlayStation. I believe they will uncancel the game considering how much us fans want it. Bro, they will make so much money off this shit. I don't think they see that. Why did they cancel it? Did they think it wasn't going to work out? Like, why did PlayStation cancel this? Why didn't they want this? I'm sure it was Insomniac, like, gave them the, like, here, like, the vision, like, yo, this is what we want to do. You know, make something. And then they can expand. They can expand, like I was saying in the last stream before the stream turned off. They can expand, bro. I'm gonna start the trailer in a minute, but they can expand from this, man. Something so moving about you becoming a whole family man after 6 years. The dog, the engagement, making a grown ass man emotion. Oh man, no, big love, bro. Big love. You already know the vibes, bro. Yes, sir. The stream turned off though. That's fucked up. You heard? Hey, feel free to become a member of the channel for 99 cents. Link is in the bio, or link is in the description. If you want to donate to the channel, 50 cents, 25 cents, $1, 10 cents. It don't matter. It does. A little bit. It don't matter. I'm appreciative. Is that a word? Yeah. Yeah, let's watch this shit.
New York City. Nothing in the whole world I wouldn't do for this big, beautiful apple.
Bro, like, come on, bro. Look at Gwen's suit. That shit tough. Hey, hold on. This shit hard. Hold on, bro. This suit tough as fuck. Oh, damn. Suit tough, bro. Y'all tweaking. Hold on. Hold on. Why my phone doing this? Hold up a second. Yeah, bro. Yes, sir. Hey, everybody like the stream. My bad, y'all. Last stream went off, of course. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. Go ahead and like the stream, though, for real, because we about to be streaming for, like, a couple hours, because we're going to be watching Rise of the Ronin stuff as well, like, breaking that down and stuff, too. But I really wanted to break this down. And this is obviously, like, all unfinished stuff. You see how bad, like, it looks lower quality-wise in terms of, like, graphics and shit. But this is, like, early stuff. This is, like, super, super duper early. You know what I'm saying? So,
one moment, you're scarfing down a slice from Vinny's.
Fire. I fucking love it.
The next, you're stopping a supervillain prison break.
I love it. Imagine, bro. Like, imagine. All right, imagine, bro. Like, oh, let me turn this down. But yeah, imagine, bro. What? It's 5 of us. It could be 5 of us, right, in one lobby. Bro, that shit would be crazy, bro. Imagine that. That shit would be crazy. You could be on one side. I could be in Brooklyn, Queens. Somebody could be, you know, in Harlem or some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy? I don't even visit Harlem enough on, like, Marvel Spider-Man 2. I don't ever be up there. That's the crazy part. Everybody like the stream, bro. Like the stream, bro. We probably gonna be streaming for, like, 3 hours, bro. That, like, probably 3 hours max. Probably 3 hours max. Probably. Like Shattered Dimensions, but cooler. And it's dope because I wanted to see how Scarlet Witch was gonna look in this joint. That's what I really wanted to see. Binks, hey yo. Binks saw the dog outside. The neighbor's dog. Binks, yo, you gotta chill, bro. All I hear is click, 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 click. Do y'all hear that? Don't start crying, nigga. You were perfectly fine. I'm mainly being. Hey yo, y'all want me to play Spider-Man after this? Not after this in particular, but after Rise of the Ronin news. I'll do that joint. Bro, imagine the fight. Yeah, imagine the fights. Like, and I like how they implemented that on this trailer. Like, damn, I wish this shit would have came out. They gotta uncancel this game, bro. I'm telling you, it will boom, bro. That shit would be a banger. I love your dog so much. Yo, Magdi, big love. Big love. Oh, I'm definitely gonna do that. And let me say what up. TJ was good. B-Crack was good. Naruto was good. Naruto. TJ, alright, say what up, TJ. Nick, Magdi. Who else in here? Clindry, what's good? Adam, what's up? Asan, what's up? Honest, what's up? Acceleration Films, what's going on? Joel was good. Nico, what's going on with you? Who else in there, John? J Lamb, I see you, my boyski. Marty, I don't know if he's still in here, but what's good? D, the Sharp Productions was good. Or Des Hart. Is it Des Hart or Deshart? You know what I'm saying? Yes. What's good, bro? The Heroverse was good, my boy. What's good? I just wanted to say what up to the peoples, you know what I'm saying? I just saying what up to the... A lot of y'all don't be chatting. Like, a lot of y'all do not be in a chat. If all 40 people was in the chat actually conversating, our streams would be 100 times better because of the fact that, first of all, boom, we got conversations going like a motherfucker. And then I can react to those conversations and say what up and, like, speak on what I think about what you're saying and, like, talk to y'all about certain things. And also, another thing is, the more people that comment in the chat, the more people we get inside of the stream to have conversations with y'all. You know what I'm saying? See, we just jumped up to 57 people because more people started commenting and liking the stream. You see what I'm saying? We get posted in the recommended. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not the only one that could make the channel boom. It's really just y'all, bro. Like, it's really just y'all that can make the channel boom. You feel me? Like, yes, I'm the entertainer or whatever you want to call it, but at the same time, oh, my girl, what she said? She said, but I'm shy. I'm the entertainer or whatever the case may be. But I still need y'all help, bro. The chat got to be booming. Bro, I've never, like, MF3, what's good, bro? King Leo, what's good, bro? What's good, bro? What's good? But if, I guarantee if all 44 people in here say hi, it's going to be a bunch of people that stay in here that would admit that they do not be saying anything at all in each stream. They don't be saying a word. Metro Boomin make Hey, bro, chill out. Nigga tripping. I'm nervous now. Why are you nervous? Girl, you be the main one. You be the main one in this joint. Binks, go lay down, bro. Hey, go lay down. You're wildin', bro. You wildin', bro. Hi. Zal, what's good? All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it.
Sometimes you can swing it as a lone wolf, but you're way better off.
I've never. Wait. Was that new? Was that a new kick? Air kick? I've never seen that kick before. Maybe I'm tripping. I'm probably tripping.
As a lone wolf, but you're way.
I ain't ever seen that one. This one right here. Does Miles do that in the game? Does Miles do that in the game? That was a new animation, right? I've never seen that animation before. That's new. Like I've never seen that. All right, that's new. All right, bet. That's what I was about to say, bro. They need to go ahead and make this game, bro. They need to go ahead and make this game. I don't know why. They might as well just go ahead and do it. You all right, bro? Hold on. Yo. What's good? Not really, but kinda. I'm streaming. Well, what's going on? Hold on. You said it's popping a breaker? It's probably wet somewhere. Check the. See, you gotta check in the places that. It's either wet, or a loose wire, or like check connectors of stuff. Like make sure, like don't pull them, but like wiggle them a little bit. Make sure it's not gonna pop right out. If it's not something wet, something's burnt or something's like loose. Huh? What'd you say? It's wet. I already knew it. Check the also check, make sure they probably sprayed that shit, but make sure they check the fucking start and fill box as well. Alright, bro. Yes, sir. Work, my bad, y'all. We done with the let me chill. Alright, oh shit. Throwing chairs. Dante, what's good, bro? That's crazy. You said that's crazy. What's crazy? No, don't let the stream views go down. Let's get those likes, shares, and follow. Bro, if y'all share that a friend, we good. Oh, now you're just gonna stop. I see what y'all doing. Now y'all just gonna stop commenting. Y'all wrong for that. Oh, y'all definitely wrong. My bad. Oh, now I can't be on the phone. I don't have any friends. Yo, would y'all want this game to be uncanceled? Yes or no? Would you want this game to be uncanceled, bro? Because
you're way better off with some friends.
Huh? Fix your phone.
It froze.
What's froze?
It's not. Oh, y'all deaf. Yours too. My bad. Oh, now it's playing.
No, everything's fine on my end.
Your phone was just loading.
Oh, because the Wi-Fi's not on.
Why?
I don't have my Wi-Fi on my phone.
You want me to take him or not?
Huh?
You want me to take him?
I mean, he's just looking outside for the dog.
You know how much
Cause the nigga licking my elbow like.
Cause he missed you. Go lick him again. Lick him.
And he wouldn't stop. Cause I'm streaming, bro.
It's a kiss. Calm down.
I know that. I ain't tripping. It's lagging. Fuck! How is it lagging, bruh?
It's working fine now,
Oh, brother. Quit this shit. Like, how bad is it lagging? Nah, see, like, I'm just trying to figure out why it's lagging. Why is it lagging? I'm turning this shit off. I don't know why it's lagging, bro. I shared the stream and link on Twitter. Maggie, big love, bro. Nigga said lag.
The lag is real. The multiverse is collapsing. The lag
This shit glitching for real. This shit real life glitching. Is it really lagging? Like laggy? It says, oh, yeah, it is. I don't know why. Why? Like, YouTube fucking hates me, bro. But I'm not stopping the stream. No, I don't care who gets mad. I'm not stopping this fucking stream. I'm just trying to figure out why is it doing this. See, every time we get to a certain point, something fucking happens, bro. It's not saying that on my end. It's good now. It's not saying, look, it's not saying it right here. It just says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming as such. Viewers will experience buffering. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at this. Usually this shit's supposed to be a green dot. 4.5 out of 10. What's a 4.5 out of 10? All right, cool. All right, bet. Whatever. Oh, lag rating. It's just always some bullshit, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, YouTube just be on bullshit, bro. Nothing against YouTube. It's just, come on, bro. I don't get it sometimes. All right, cool. All right, let's continue this shit, bro. Damn, I can't even. Damn. So it's still lagging? Chat, is it lagging or is it not? Because niggas saying lagging and some niggas saying it's not. I don't know. So why is he saying lag for? Don't start spamming no fucking lag, bro. Now you about to piss me off. Y'all do know I ban niggas, right? All right, you're getting banned. How the fuck am I gonna close the stream and come back? You're getting annoying. That nigga's getting annoying, bro. It's like he's getting so annoying. So annoying. Naruto, you don't gotta keep on saying lag. I know it's a fucking lag. Ain't nothing I could do about it. Ain't shit I could do. What is this new Spider-Man game? So, alright, so basically this was supposed to be the Multiverse Spider-Man game that was going to drop originally, but nigga said canon event. Yeah, have you played the Venom mission? Have I played the Venom mission? Oh, replayed the Venom mission. Have not yet. No, I haven't replayed it yet. Not yet. I'm gonna replay it for sure though. Even if it was lagging, we good. I know we good. Even if it was lagging, I'm still gonna keep on going, bro. Like I'm gonna keep going, bro. I'm streaming nonstop, bro. It was lagging really bad, but I left and came back and it worked. Yeah, I know it was lagging earlier. I don't know. I think it was because my OneDrive was syncing stuff at the same time. Like, I think, but yeah, this is like, all right, for this shit right here though. This was fire. This was fire. You know, jumping into action. Why them niggas over there waiting to get their ass beat? Why they over there waiting to get Binks? Why they over there waiting to get their ass beat? Wait, I want to see what's... See, I be paying attention to the character that's fighting at that very moment. I want to see who's going crazy in the background. I'm about to pay attention to the background. Wait, are we going to get a copyright? No, don't tell me we're going to get a copyright, bro. Because of the music. Oh. Take the envelope. See, that's how you could tell it's kind of unfinished. You know, obviously this is old, unfinished stuff. But imagine it. Imagine this. Yo, imagine this fully polished. Imagine this fully polished. You got a nigga back in the back fighting a symbiote. Look at this. You got Spider. Is that Spider-Man 99? Is that Miguel O'Hara? That's what it looked like. Back going crazy.
I've seen the Sinister Six before. Ever so methodical.
Fighting the Sinister Six at the same time, bro. Venom. They got Venom, Doc Ock, Vulture, Scorpion. Bro, they got everybody, bro. What is he doing? Hearing Yuri's voice and this gives me goosebumps. Bro, they need to... What if this is just a test, though? We finna be watching Mute. Yo, the Converse is actually fire, bro. I fuck with the Converse, bro. I fuck with the Chucks. Please take our money. They need... Mute up? Oh, I see what you're saying. Nah, it's cool. I don't think I'm gonna get a copyright because it's not the official beat. Like, the official... instrumental of the actual song under, so I think we'll be fine. How the hell they figuring? Wait, what? Oh, how in the hell are they all these? Wait, what? All these Spider-Man but get taken out by a guy with a spear. The art is cool. I mean, the art is cool. Oh, you talking about like the Into the Spider-Verse art, or not Into the Spider-Verse, but the Spider-Verse art. Like the actual multiverse arc. Yeah, that's fire. Bro, they could do... Yeah, Shocker's in there too. They could do so much shit though. Like, I feel that Insomniac and PlayStation should proceed with this because of the fact that they see so many people on social media saying, yo, we actually do want this and we will pay good money to actually play this. So, me personally, I think it should happen. If it was a billionaire, I'll be donating everything to this project. Bro, oh, if you was a billionaire, oh, you said if I was a billionaire like yourself. Hell yeah, bro. Facts. What the hell is that? Is that a cookie? Why? What's the point of that? It's just random as fuck. That's the most randomest shit in the world. The trailer looks a bit unfinished. Oh, it's definitely unfinished. All of this is unfinished, for sure. Ooh. Wait, Vulture didn't have that suit. He had that suit, but he didn't have it. It wasn't that colorway, was it? The lime green on his knee? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Nigga said, I like cookies. Does anyone know why they canceled it? I think this is what... Just hear me out. Because this is before the Helldivers 2 stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think Insomniac did not want to take a risk with it having a live service type, multiplayer type game yet. So, they didn't want to make this their first big multiplayer type. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like once Helldivers 2 dive, and that shit was so successful, I feel like they might uncancel this and be like, yo, we're going to go crazy with this. Hundreds of thousands of people will play this, bro. All day. They only want a single player? No, that's not necessarily true. Because if that was the case, they wouldn't have published Helldivers 2 at all. PlayStation would not have put out Helldivers 2 if they wanted only single player. And Helldivers 2, which I might get on tonight, Helldivers 2 is a banger. You know? It looks finished. They need to, it's not fully finished, you could tell. But, bro, they need to go ahead and drop it. We need to, I feel like everybody on Twitter needs to be like, yo, Sony, like, everybody needs to tweet at PlayStation and tell them to drop this shit. Every single person, I feel like every Spider-Man fan known to man needs to put at PlayStation, please drop, or please uncancel, blah, 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 blah. Please uncancel Spider-Man The Great Web. That's what I think personally. She said, I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. We talking about a game. So this game that we're watching, this gameplay or this trailer that we're watching is a leak trailer. Somebody leaked it out. And PlayStation and Insomniac had canceled this game, so they stopped making it. It was supposed to be a multiplayer Spider-Man game, but they stopped. And they said, fuck no, baby. I'm sure they won't listen to their fans. I don't know why they think this is going to be a failure. I think that's the only thing I can think of. Or it wasn't going to hit. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Me personally, I couldn't even tell you, buddy, old pal. I couldn't even tell you. Couldn't even tell you, chat. Hey, everybody hashtag Witty Film in the chat. And also, everybody hashtag, let's see what we can hashtag. Uncancel. Uncancel Spider-Man. That's what we should, bro, we should start a trend on Twitter. We should have this shit trending. Uncancel Spider-Man. Uncancel Spider-Man. Hashtag uncancel Spider-Man, bro. Come on. We need to go on Twitter and tweet. Everybody need to go on Twitter and tweet that. Bro, for real, bro. That boy put uncackled. Uncackled. Ooh. Uncancel the Great Web. Yeah, that'll be a good one. Hashtag uncancel the Great Web. Bro, man, I'm about to get this shit started right now. Hashtag. Uncancel the Great Web. For real. Oh, God. Hold on, chat. We started this. Witty fam started this. Nobody else. We started this trend. We need this shit to trend, bro. We need this shit to start trending, bro. Damn, I'm trying to click on the fucking picture. It won't let me. Shit. Bro, this shit. All right, boom. Can I get another? I didn't want to do it. I'm trying to get pictures, but this shit wildin'. Come on, bruh. Come on, go to images, man. Phone acting stupid. Come, oh my, bro. I need to turn my Wi-Fi on. Cause this shit acting stupid. This shit acting dumb. God damn. All right, here we go. Here they go. I'll be wildin', bro. But they could still do, chat, they could still do this, though, bro. They could still make this a thingamajigger. For real, bro. They need to uncancel this, bro. Everybody hashtag uncancel the Great Web. Yo. Marvel fan, big love, bro. Big love. Hold on. I got you. All right. Back. Yes, sir. Everybody tweet that on Twitter, bro. I just tweeted it. Go retweet that and then tweet it yourself. Yes, sir. The boy said, save the great. Save the great web. I like that. Save the great web. Uncancel the great web. Yeah, I like all that. Save the great web. I like that, bro. Okay, I like that. But this is fire, bro. Like, bro, they could have did so much. Look at this. Like, we got Gwen fighting Doc Ock. Peep the lenses, bro. Come on, bro. They could
Methodical. So savage.
They could do so much, bro. Look at this. Look at this. They got Silk in the cut. Is that how Silk Suit gonna look with Miles? You know that's Miles' stepsister, technically, in this universe, hopefully. And who the fuck is? Wait, hold the hell up. Who the hell is that? Is that one of the Spider Women? That's fire, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Why would they cancel this? You don't cancel stuff like this, bro. You just don't do it. You like pie? Hell yeah, I like pie. Is that Aunt May Spider? Who? Yeah, Spider-Punk in the cut. Spider-Punk in the cut. And you know what? Another thing, if they would have did this and added a story to it, like an actual story to it, bro, have niggas taking a mat and having like actual characters. Like, it don't have to be no single player type shit, but like small cutscenes, like showing people's faces and shit, like Gwen's face, you know, Hobby's face, Silk. Like, that would have been so fucking tough, bro.
I don't think
look at that.
Gonna be enough this time, guys.
Oh, look at this. I just noticed something. They could do so much, bro. I don't know why. They already showed that we could go, like, they already proven that we could go to other universes. Go through, not universes, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like with the whole Doctor Strange shit, when we was chasing Black Cat on Marvel Spider-Man 2. One of my favorite missions ever. And look at this, look at this.
I don't think I'm gonna be enough.
Look at that. They got the New Orleans Spider-Man joint over there. Come on, bro.
This time, guys.
Oh, who the fuck is, wait. Let me go back. Cause who the fuck is that down there? And why are they looking like
I'm gonna be enough this time, guys.
They actually look like they're in a cartoon world. Have you noticed that? Hold up, bro. Go back. Really focus, bro. I wish I could zoom in, but I can't. Focus on them. They look like they like drawn. Does it
gonna be enough this time, guys?
That's fine.
But together, it just might be. You in?
Bro, this would have been so fire, bro. Why, bro? Dang, bro. We missed out on a banger. Damien with the membership, bro. Big love, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Is it Spider-Ham? I think that was Spider-Ham's world. Maybe. No, we cannot. Spider-Man doesn't give up. Yo, bro. Imagine playing this with friends, bro. Come on now. I gotta see what people gotta say about this. He likes looking outside. I just like that J. Jonah Jameson lost all his hair. Huh? Where you see that at? Where you see that at? What? Wait, what? Yeah, let's bring it back. All the way back. We're gonna watch it one more time.
New York City. Nothing in the whole world I wouldn't do for this big, beautiful apple. One moment, you're scarfing down a slice from Vinny's. The next, you're stopping a supervillain prison break.
Protect the hood.
Sometimes you can swing it as a lone wolf. But you're way better off with some friends. seen the Sinister Six before. Ever so methodical.
That's who I want to fight. I want to fight Doc Ock. Like, I want to mink. You know what I'm saying? On land. Like, imagine him like hanging off of a building with two of his tentacles, whatever you want to call them joints. I said tentacles. Two of his arms, whatever you want to call them. And then you gotta fight him. Oh, that'll be clean on some Spider-Man 2 shit. Raimi series.
So savage.
Ooh, that's a screenshot, boy. Boy, what, boy? Mink? Boy, what? I forgot Electro down there. Goddamn Electro, Doc Ock, Venom. I just noticed Miguel pulling Venom as well. They got the guys, bro. Who the Shocker? Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's Shocker. Scorpion and Vulture. Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna be enough this time, guys.
Oh, this would have been so
But
fire.
together, it just might be. You in?
That would have been a trailer. Come on, bro. All right, let's see what people got to say about this. Let's see what people have to say about this. I don't think a lot of people said anything about this, though. Honestly. Oh, yes, the fuck they did. Yes, the hell they did. Okay, cool. Let's see who we're gonna watch. Just type in the Great Web. See what niggas gotta say about this. Dreamcast guy.
Insomniac's canceled game has now been leaked, called Spider-Man: The Great Web. This trailer shows off gameplay up to 5 players in one lobby. A playable Spider-Gwen, which just looks amazing.
That's a fact.
And guess what? Even a playable Venom. Yes, Venom. But ultimately, the game got canceled, and not because of the hacks, according to Insomniac. Just take a look.
So savage.
So it wasn't because of the hack. So why did it get...
The concept here was that Scarlet Witch opens up the multiverse and out comes pouring these threats, including the grand villain group, the Sinister Six. And you have Spider-Mans from different dimensions teaming up to fight in the form of the Spiderverse movies.
You can
Hit
fully
that like
customize
button if you
it.
think this game should have not been canceled.
No, it shouldn't have. Like, bro, what would y'all think? I'm not talking to Insomnia. I'm talking about PlayStation. Like, why would y'all want this shit canceled? Oh, let's see what RBG said. Shout out to RBG, bro. Shout out to RBG.
There's a fight coming.
My guy.
What's going on, you guys? This is your boy RBG bringing you
Shout
another
out to my
video
guy.
on Marvel Spider-Man 2. I'm not even sure if I should say that because this pertains to Marvel Spider-Man at large, because if you guys aren't aware, something leaked online and it actually corroborates what we theorized all those years
It
back
shouldn't have
when we were
been
still
canceled.
speculating on what we could see in Marvel Spider-Man 2. But before we dive into the topic at hand, I want to ask that you guys do me the biggest favor and like this video. Yeah, I know it's annoying getting this request at the very beginning when you haven't watched the video in its entirety, but YouTube's algorithm encourages it. So if you rock with your boy and you know I'm going to bring you that
You heard what he said. You heard what he said.
awesome content, then smash that like button.
Smash
and
that
if
like
by
button.
any chance you feel like you made it to the end of the video and you felt like you wasted 10 minutes of your time, then by all means
Go ahead and
retract
dislike the
that
video if you
like
have to.
and give it a dislike. Just rate the video. But yeah, guys, we just got some major news in the form of leaks, and I am just sick to my
Thought Insomniac did. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm sure I'm sure Insomniac is definitely focused on Wolverine right now, 100%. But I'm sure it was PlayStation, bro. Because why wouldn't Insomniac want to do something like this? Unless they, man, I don't know, man. That's just
my stomach right now, because we could have experienced something that would have been a game changer for the Marvel Spider-Man franchise. It also would have proved to be controversial because this is a genre that has slowly been taking over the gaming industry as a whole, and that is live service multiplayer. This has been a big taboo in the world of video games because fans feel like this takes away the potential that a game has to offer, not to mention that it compromises the integrity of a reputable game development company. We've seen so many great studios such as Crystal Dynamics be reduced to nothing more than a joke after the abysmal reception they got from producing Marvel's Avengers. And we witnessed Rocksteady butcher their established Arkhamverse canon with Suicide Squad kill the Justice League. So it's understandable why people just want this genre to go away. Too many games, particularly.
But we got Helldivers 2 thriving right now, bro. Thriving from the live servers, bro. Thriving. They going crazy. Helldivers 2 is going crazy. Nigga, they got hella people playing that joint right now. And I'm about to get on that joint because I haven't been on there. I haven't been on Helldivers in a while. Telling you, bro.
In the superhero genre have been ruined all for the sake of making money. And apparently Marvel Spider-Man could have been in the same boat. Because this morning we got another bombshell dropped on us in the form of a leak for a game called Marvel Spider-Man The Great Web. And I just gotta say that although this is great that we actually see what they were cooking up, it's somewhat sad that Insomniac continues to suffer from all of these leaks pertaining to projects they have coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, but they said supposedly it wasn't because of the leaks. Supposedly it wasn't because of the leaks. Why I got canceled? I wonder why I got canceled. Pie, did you eat all of it? Babe, did you eat all of it? Can I have a piece? I couldn't get my milkshake. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Don't leave, bastards. I got soul. 1 second. I gotta get some pie. Come in, let me stand up. Think that. I'm trying to go my game, bro. I've been petting him a lot on stream. I'm not giving him love. How the hell am I supposed to do that while I'm streaming? I'm streaming. How am I supposed to do that? That's a thing. The fuck? I didn't tell you that. Fix it. No, but you over here throwing shots for no reason. No, I'm just saying, well, fix it. Lisa, what's wrong with that? He don't want to come out. All right. Don't let him load him. Don't let him lay him clothes. What'd you say? Chat. Super chat. Bro, I'm like cold, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why it's cold in here, but it's hot outside. It makes no sense. What's your favorite Kendrick album? Damn, why you asked me that question? My favorite Kendrick album. Fuck. Man, damn, I don't know, bro. I love Mr. Morale, bro. Mr. Morale and Big Step. I love that shit. The last one was crazy to me. The last one I could relate to more. I could relate to every single one of his albums, to be honest. Damn was more commercial, but Damn had that had some heat on that motherfucker. Damn, bro, I don't know. No, the one I relate to the most, like I said, I can relate to every single Kendrick album because I feel like lifestyle wise, it's like niggas the same, growing up wise. But Good Kid, Mad City, I don't know. What's so funny? I only listen to JosephWitty. Hey, big cap. Oh shit. Oh, did I just hear a glass break? No, that was I tossed a fork in the sink. That's damn, that shit is, bro, you way behind. Bro, put your shit on live. Press live. Press the live button so you can be live, bro. That shit was a long time ago. What do y'all think this will release? Because it's not going to release. And they canceled it, bro. They canceled it. I hope it released later. It's not finished.
I'm just going to say this now. Due to the trailer being leaked, I'm not going to be showing any of the footage from it, but I am going to be breaking down what I saw. You guys...
Oh, we not supposed to show foot? Well, I'll be damned.
May remember that.
Insomniac, I do apologize. Sony, I do apologize. PlayStation, I do apologize. I didn't know we wasn't allowed to show canceled shit. If it wasn't canceled, of course I wouldn't be showing it. But niggas got the okay that this shit canceled. So it's like, fuck it. I didn't know. Nobody told me I wasn't supposed to fucking show this shit. For money reasons, them niggas is filthy rich. No, it wasn't because I showed the video. It was literally, I just got done showing this. What? Nigga, my stream would have been turned off. I was just showing the whole trailer back to back. It wasn't because of that at all. Because I didn't even show the trailer yet. The first stream, I didn't even show the trailer. So it wasn't that. It was because my charger wasn't plugged in. My laptop was acting stupid. It was my laptop, bro. It was my laptop. If it leaked, never show. Well, blame Twitter, I guess. Huh? Nah, bro. Like, at the end of the day, y'all, that shit is already, bro. Like, the whole world has, like, come on, bro. Everybody's reacted to it already. This is not nothing like, what? This is a good, if anything, this is a good thing. Because it lets them know, hey, people actually do want this. Y'all can uncancel it now. You know what I'm saying? If anything, leaking, I'm not saying leaking is a good thing. I'm not saying that. That's not ever a good thing. But at the end of the day, man, come on, man. GTA 6 leaks? No. Huh? I wanted to, yeah.
You want what? What?
Nothing.
You know it's something, but okay.
I gotta wash the dishes. How did the dishes get filled up that quick, bro?
My eyes slow as shit. I'm like, what the fuck is Bing? How close the door to in there? Sorry, Daddy, I'm so sorry. He smashed my door like this bitch is sloppy.
Right.
Should I fry it or boil it? I like to boil it.
Boiled. He can't eat that bone though.
I mean, if I boil it, it might fall off the bone.
Oh yeah, he can take it off. I'm tripping. What the fuck am I talking about? If you take your stream down, but not the actual leak trailers, then that's messed up, bro. You know how this shit go, bro. I don't think people leak on purpose to get a reaction from people. Oh wait, I do think he said I do think some people leak on purpose to get a reaction from people. Facts. It's swollen.
No, slow. Why would you put the chicken in the freezer and I cook it tonight?
I don't know. I wasn't planning. I didn't think you was gonna cook that tonight.
Are you hungry?
No.
Okay, so.
I got them things.
So what?
Some potato.
Oh, okay, good, good.
Hey.
I can make him some food. I would, but my hand kind of.
My girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. well, not all bones. It's just mainly the bones that causes splinters, like chicken bones, for example. They can have chicken bones unless as long as they're frozen. If they're frozen, oh yeah, they get a raw, yeah. But I'm talking about the only way they can eat like an actual. They can eat it raw. They can eat chicken bones raw. Like a raw chicken. Yeah, they can't eat raw chicken. Like, no, not raw chicken. Like, no, I see what you're saying. There's so, no. Fuck no. Yeah, beef. He can eat beef. But I saw like you remember the Dobermans I was telling you about? You hear me? I think it was turkey. You hear me? But I saw this Doberman eating like. Oh, look at this nigga. Look at this nigga, chat. Look at this nigga in the background, wilding the fuck out. Dante, you already know, Dante. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this nigga. Fucking nigga, bro. This motherfucker, bro. Motherfucker, tripping, man. They called that nigga Spider Dog. Oh, that's funny. That's fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. I was just laughing at like them. No, this Spider Dog shit. That shit funny as fuck.
Spider Dog.
I imagine no Spider-Man song. Who does it though? What's his name? Binks. Like Banks, but instead of an A, it's an I. Literally. He do like Crypto, the super dog. He do look like Crypto. That nigga Binks do look like Crypto, don't he? He said, "What the hell going on?" Oh shit, my boy, RBG. Shout out to Random Black Gamer, bro. You feel me? Oh, you see it. Gang. No, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. Shout out to RBG, bro. Binks want a treat. Bro, y'all trying to spoil this nigga. Binks, hey. He wants you right now. Binks! Sit down.
Sit.
He want food.
Sit.
There you go.
Good boy.
Good shit. Look, he just wants you. Look.
Cause he's like, what you cooking?
Binks! We done with the 90s. I know you hate me. That nigga want that rice. All right, chat, say it with me. Chat, say it with me. We done with the 90s. We done with Mrs. Oh, I'm playing. Nigga trying to bite it.
Get him.
Get
Get him.
Ow,
Get
nigga,
him.
that shit hurt.
Get him. Fuck him up. Get him, Binks.
He said,
You gonna rough him up and he gonna stop playing with you. You know he like the rough play.
yeah, he do like the rough play.
And he doing all that extra shit. And then he gonna rough play with you.
Look.
He love a rough play. Look at him. It's rough play. He want a rough play. Fight you in the arm.
He said my turn. I gotta do it with Mama now.
No.
Hey, hey. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Go in your bed. Go lay in your bed.
They canceled the game, but it wouldn't surprise me to see them eventually bring this back in some form. No, I think they should really do this, bro.
Real estate to just talk about it. We got another bombshell dropped on us.
My bad, RBG.
Who's right here? Leak for a game called Marvel Spider-Man: The Great Web, and I just gotta say that although this is great that we actually see what they were cooking up, it's somewhat.
Cole, he's my miracle child. So how does your miracle child?
I ain't trying to cry right now.
It's sad that Insomniac continues to suffer from all of these leaks pertaining to projects they have coming down the pipeline. And I'm just going to say this now. Due to the trailer being leaked, I'm not going to be showing any of the footage from it.
Make sure
but
you go to
I am
RBG's
going to be
video
breaking down what I saw. You guys may remember that I didn't really go into detail on what I saw in the Wolverine trailer. And that's because that's a game that's still active in development. But given the fact that this game has been canceled, I feel like it's free real estate to just talk about it. And all
that's what I was saying. Like, I don't think they're going to do anything for showing a leaked trailer that's canceled. You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't canceled, I wouldn't be watching the leaked trailer on stream. You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense. You know what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm talking about. Babe, I got a favor. Come on, I got a favor. Come on. Can you give me one of them corn dogs? No. Why?
I said you asked me for a favor. I don't have to.
You said what?
You asked me for a favor, right?
You right.
I told you depending on your favor.
You right.
You asked for a favor. I don't want
You right.
So I said no.
I'm gonna start doing that too. See how you react. You gonna be mad as fuck. Start doing the same thing. If I don't feel like doing it.
So it's tit for tat.
Babe, can you take Binks out?
So
No.
You tell me you can't. you telling me you can't take our dog out, and I take him to work 8 hours a day.
Tell me nothing.
You can't take him to piss for 5 minutes or less. And I have
can't do it, chat. I take this nigga out all the time, so don't act like I don't.
Yeah, but I have him 8 hours of
I
the day.
hear that.
I have him Monday to Sunday.
Technically speaking, chat, that's not true.
Saturday.
You be working, babe.
Exactly.
But you still be working.
He be at work with me.
But that nigga don't be right beside you the whole day.
I mean, depending on what I'm doing, but.
Come on now.
He still be with me. You be with dishwashers. Fuck.
I be damn near risking my life. You do too.
I do.
But I can die.
I can die. I deal with canines. The fuck? Which one worse? Electrocution or being molded by a dog?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's a horror.
I deal with canines.
But let's be honest here. Beans just want to play.
I got dragged by a Great Dane yesterday. You know how big a Great Dane is?
Oh, that's funny. Ooh, it's your ass, Mr. Postman. I gotta watch Friday tonight, bro. I haven't watched Friday in years, bro. That's perfectly fine. I'll be flabber.
I'm watching Game of Thrones.
Go watch Game of Thrones. I don't give a damn. I'm the one that put you. No, I put you on the other one. What was the other one I put you on?
You put me on The Boys.
The Boys. It was one more thing. It was one more. What did I put you on? He said, thanks. He want food. That's why he next to you.
Well, I'm cooking. Go lay in your bed.
Hey, no, come over here.
He might want some water.
Oh yeah, he gonna get some water. Witty dog had no left. He said, Witty dog had no left like Jordan. We done with the 90s.
Do I have to go stay at my parents'?
I got these niggas saying this shit now. Bro, that's the funniest videos ever, bro.
Stop! I'm begging you.
Babe, if you was like,
I don't even want to see it because I'm tired of hearing you say it.
If you was a basketball fan, you would understand. It's funny as fuck.
Okay,
bro.
but hearing it all day, every day, I can hear this shit. I wake up in the morning, I hear it. Before I go to bed, I hear it. I don't need to hear it.
When I wake up, Bing, god damn, that shit hurt.
Go lay down, Bing. Go in your bed. Go in your bed.
I do be saying that shit early in the morning. I only did it.
Oh my fucking.
That's how we waking your ass up.
I don't want to hear that shit. Wake up with this some shit.
I do.
Hug me up.
I do.
Not saying that shit.
I do. Yeah, I do be doing that. I do all of that and that.
I don't want to hear that.
Yo, Reese, that shit funny as fuck. How much did your dog cost? We adopted him.
Okay? So
He's a rescue. That boy was out there in them trenches.
I'm about to say his cost is not going to be like a regular dog.
But it was what, 3? But it was adoption.
Okay, let's leave that in. It's an adoption. There was an adoption fee.
Yeah, adoption fee.
He's a rescue.
But he's a rescue. Yeah. He don't got no left. I heard they added a new trophy to the game. I don't know. Yeah, we gonna play that shit in a minute, bro.
All the endless possibilities we could have seen in it. But yes, this undoubtedly looked to be a games as a service adaptation of Marvel Spider-Man, and from what I've seen, it looks like it could have been very promising. If you guys remember, a couple years ago I talked about us potentially getting an online multiplayer for Spider-Man based on some data mining somebody had done for the PC build of Marvel Spider-Man 1. As unfavorable as it seems, there have been a group of fans that have been protesting for this feature because they see all the different possibilities the game could boast. Especially since we were dealing with 2 Spider-Men and 3 if you included Harry Osborn. There were just so many different things that we were imagining that we could do in this big open world sandbox of New York City. And let me just say, man, I remember getting a lot of pushback for even coming up with the video and saying that there is a possibility that this game could be in the making. A lot of you said I was speaking nonsense for even suggesting this idea because for the most part, Insomniac Games has been cooking up some solid solo story mode experiences for us. Not to mention that Sony PlayStation had already addressed this rumor and flat out said that it wasn't true. So many of you were questioning why I would even talk about those rumors when they had already been shot down by the officials, which is totally understandable. We already know that going by word of mouth, especially on the internet, isn't always going to deliver you the truth. But I felt like people glossed over the fact that I said that this was all just that, just a rumor, but I think it was a big possibility that we could potentially see something like that. And as it...
Bro, if we get this game, bro, this shit really needs to happen. Like, potato. What was that from? It was like a little. It was like a little small commercial before the.
I think was it or like a short animation?
It was a short animation, like 30 seconds. Like.
I love that.
Potato. I forgot the words. Maybe on PS6, bro. No, bro. That's what. No, bro. That's too far, bro. It will happen. It will. Sorry, this is yeah.
It turns out, yeah, I was right on the money. There was a possibility that Sony could have been working on a live service Spider-Man game with Insomniac at the helm. Yeah, guys, that whole Be Greater Together hashtag looked like it meant something even bigger than just a single player experience. We were actually going to be able to team up with different Spider-Men across the Spiderverse. And it looks like the gameplay was going to be built on the bones of the previous Marvel Spider-Man installments, particularly Marvel Spider-Man 2, because that game puts a heavy emphasis on team-up attacks. And if you look at the footage in this right here, it looks exactly like that, except more tailored to co-op, because you get this awesome scene of Miles and Gwen performing this.
No, I'm gonna watch it because it's my boy RBG. Bruh. This shit pissed. This commercial is really not commercial. I'm old. I'm an OG now, yeah. Almost. Not yet.
Team attack on a thug. Like, I also know that this feature was featured in the DLC for Marvel Spider-Man 1, particularly with the Black Cat, but it just felt more refined in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Like, it looks like they were going to use a lot of elements from the previous installments.
Oh, for sure.
Given the fact that each Spider-Man game comes with roughly around 70 alternate suits, you can imagine that it wouldn't be that hard for the players to just select one of those suits in the form of their own version of Spider-Man.
But they had the option to fully customize too. That's fucking insane, bro. Like, imagine.
For example, you see the Scarlet Spider, Spider-Man 2099, and even the black symbiote suit from the Spider-Man 2 game. And there's a slight variant of Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales' suit, except this time he's wearing Chucks, which leads me to believe that this game would have undoubtedly put a heavy emphasis on character customization to make you stand out from other players. It also confirms my suspicion that this was in fact connected to or a spin-off to Marvel Spider-Man 2, because not only do they feature the black symbiote suit for Peter Parker in the game from Marvel Spider-Man 2.
They got Venom, they got the symbiotes, they got all that shit.
It also features a very similar character model of Venom in there. There's also the chance that this all could have been alluded to in Marvel Spider-Man 2, because if you guys remember, you had to collect all the different spider bots, which bear an uncanny resemblance to Spider-Man outside of Peter and Miles' universe. Once you obtain them all, you get sent a message that leads you to an address that looks like a random alleyway, only to see a massive portal appear. It's from there that we meet Delilah, which is essentially a character that was supposed to be in Across the Spider-Verse, but she was deleted for whatever reason.
I don't know
supposed
why.
to be this bartender at a bar for extra-dimensional supervillains in the Spider-Verse, but her scenes were cut at the last minute. She doesn't really enlighten you on what's going on, but she ends up taking the spider bots and she name drops Miguel O'Hara before closing the portal for good. And this is officially the first time that the Spider-Verse is acknowledged canonically within the Earth 1048 universe. Because if you guys aren't aware, this version of Spider-Man, although he's been featured in different multiversal events, the actual games don't acknowledge any of them. We've seen him in the Spider-Verse movies, and he's also been featured in a Spider-Verse comic called Spider-Geddon, but none of those things were ever taken into account until now.
Yeah, like, I think Spider-Geddon took place after Marvel Spider-Man 2. No. Before Marvel Spider-Man 2, my bad, obviously. It was definitely before, because I remember he was talking to Miles in Spider-Geddon. He was like, oh, I have a kid named blah, blah, blah. I know a kid named Miles. Oh, no, I was looking. But Across the Spider-Verse definitely took place after this. After Marvel Spider-Man 2. Had to. Because there's no fucking way. Yeah, it definitely did. Definitely took place after.
Marvel Spider-Man 2 actually establishes that a multiverse exists out there. As to what they could be setting up is anyone's guess, but I firmly believe that this could have possibly segued into this unreleased title that we were going to get. And apparently Scarlet Witch would have kicked off the whole thing. Forbes says, and I quote, "The concept here is that Scarlet Witch opens up the multiverse and out come pouring threats, including the grand villain group, the Sinister Six. Now Spider-Man from all worlds have to band together to fight it, and you have probably heard some of this before in the form of the Into the Spider-Verse animated movies. Course. This isn't that stylized. It's very much still Insomniac Spider-Man, including Peter voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, but it's something many players are now mourning they'll never play." So as you guys hear, it sounds like this game is going to revolve heavily around the art of magic and mysticism, which is something that we got introduced in Marvel Spider-Man 2 with Felicia Hardy. So if you guys remember, she was haunted by Kraven the Hunter, and they followed her to the Sanctum Sanctorum, where she stole the wand of Watum, and she was able to create these portals to send her to different parts of the world. If you guys are familiar with Insomniac Games video gameography, then you know this was a element that they utilized heavily in the latest Ratchet & Clank game, and it's since served as other gameplay elements for games such as Spider-Man 2, and it would have undoubtedly served the same purpose in Marvel Spider-Man The Great Web. It just seems like Insomniac planted a lot of seeds, and they were ready to water those seeds in the form of this new game that was ultimately canceled. And as the article says, there are a lot of fans that are mourning the death of this game that will never see the light of day on store shelves, because they saw the potential, like I mentioned earlier. You got some fans that are under the impression that Sony secretly leaked this trailer just to see what our post would be once we witnessed it.
That would have been funny, bro. If that is true, which I doubt, but if that was true, that would have been. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. Yep. It took place before Miles Morales because Peter sees Earth 1610 or 1610 Miles' costume and says he's gonna tell his Miles about. Exactly. I remember that when they was sitting on top of a roof, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think I don't remember. Damn, I don't remember, but I do remember them saying that in particular. Yep. Even Doctor Strange staff from Black Cat was such a big teaser. Oh, huge teaser. Not gonna lie, I'm thankful Sony canceled The Great Web. Spider-Man is amazing as a single player and should stay that way. I don't want them to take a gas to flop. Like, I highly doubt it was gonna flop like Suicide Squad, because first of all, we already know the whole concept of and like gameplay and all that shit of Spider-Man, like in general, bro. Like it was gonna be a banger, in my opinion. And we already know the single player games are bangers for Marvel Spider-Man series. So I feel like them making a multiplayer version of the game spinoff, that would have been perfectly fine, bro. I gotta play the game. I'm definitely playing the game tonight, y'all. So I highly doubt it will flop.
Not sure what I should believe, but it looked like this game was further along in development than I thought. Insomniac Games obviously had a good idea of where they wanted to go, but unfortunately Sony, for whatever reason, decided to cancel it. Now, if I were to make an educated guess as to why Sony ultimately came to this decision, I would say that it's due to the hostile nature that these games warrant. As I mentioned earlier, there's always going to be pushback from an audience that doesn't want that live service model implemented into their games, especially an established property such as Marvel Spider-Man, where Insomniac has built from the ground up, and the integrity for the most part has remained intact. There's probably also the fear of disappointment they can get from the fans, because if you guys aren't aware, Sony and PlayStation, they've always had this conservative attitude when it comes to producing single-player story-driven experiences.
Right.
They are in the business of selling consoles, and they do that by producing these awesome first-party single-player games. But over time, we've seen their philosophies change, especially when it comes to exclusivity. If you guys haven't noticed, they've begun to migrate some of their titles over to the PC, such as Marvel Spider-Man 1 and The Last of Us, something that we never thought we would see them do. And if you guys were to ask me why they're doing things like this and tapping more into their games...
He said, man, can imagine the drip players were going to have Spidey in? Oh, that fact. Yo, the suit they was going to have this man in, was like the customization options and styles that we could wear, bro. What? This shit would have been crazy, bro. I truly do hope Insomniac do, and I know it's probably gonna be the hardest thing ever to do, but I hope like Marvel Spider-Man 3, whatever game, we can get to the point of fully customizing the suits, like down to the point where we could change the web style of the suit, like the actual webbing on whatever suit, or the lenses. Webbing and lenses, that's really all we need. Or color, like choose any color. Like I don't see why we can't do that. I understand that they have to save like space for like the next big thing, for the next game, more stuff, more features for the next game. You can't put everything in one basket, like I always say. But I truly hope that they can definitely do something like that one day. That would be crazy, bro. Oh, that would be insane, bro. Like imagine having the Superior Spider-Man. You know how like his webbing is like everywhere type shit. Is like imagine having that webbing on like the classic suit, like, or oh my god, bro, what? Even an advanced suit, that would be crazy. Oh, they definitely working on Wolverine, 100%. Wolverine's gonna be a banger. That shit gonna be crazy. And maybe next Marvel Spider-Man 3. Oh, no, honestly, I think it's Wolverine. Then I think it's gonna be something else. I don't think it's gonna be Marvel. I don't think it's gonna be Marvel Spider-Man 3. I don't think it's gonna be Marvel Spider-Man 3 after Wolverine. I think it's gonna be something else. I think it's gonna be a spinoff of the Marvel Spider-Man series, like a Miles game or like something. It's gonna have to be something dealing with Miles, because Peter technically is in Spider-Man right now, right? They gotta make a second Miles game, and with that second Miles game, Silk is gonna get bitten. That's just me. That's what I think. Do you think a spinoff? Hold on. Do you think a spinoff will come before Wolverine? Nah. Oh shit. Absolutely not. Wolverine comes out what, next year? Oh. I don't know when next year. If it's next year or 2026. I don't see that happening. Could be just a Silk solo game. No, that They're not gonna just do a Silk solo game, cause how the fuck did she get bit? They just gonna hop into like they just gonna skip all that. How did she become? What if Silk isn't even? You know what I'm saying? Silk. I need a Spider-Man 2099 game made by Insomniac. Oh my god. Miguel O'Hara story, bro. That would be crazy. You gotta admit that would be crazy. And us knowing that the multiverse obviously exists in this universe or exists in general. Bro, make a Miguel O'Hara game. That would be crazy. Spider-Man 2099. Marvel Spider-Man 2099. Oh my god. Bro, that's over with. Yeah, we definitely need a Miles sequel, and hopefully they flesh Silk out. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. Yuri's character development as Wraith was a little undercooked. That's a fact in Spider-Man 2. I can agree with that. I think they're gonna you know what I think? I think in a DLC she's gonna be helping us with Carnage a lot. I think in the DLC she's gonna be helping us with Carnage a lot, bro. Like, if we get a Carnage DLC, or she's gonna definitely help. She's gonna definitely be a big help. I think they're gonna really like cook up her character in the DLC because we tend to forget about the DLC. We forget about the DLC a lot. Maybe Silk gets bit at the very end of Miles Morales 2, and Silk will be in Marvel Spider-Man 3. Or they could make a Silk game. No, that's doing too much. But yeah, maybe. That's possible. That's very possible. But what is she gonna get bit? Like, doesn't she originally get bit by the same spider as Peter? They're not gonna do that in this universe. She's younger than Peter, so they're not gonna. Because the reason why her and Peter will always smash in the comic books was because they got bit by the same spider, so they automatically like wanted to just fuck all the time. Didn't Peter cheat on Mary Jane or some shit with her? Peter was wildin', bro. I don't remember that. But it was either Black Cat or was it Black Cat? Peter wilded out with somebody while he was with Mary Jane. I don't remember who or what, if I'm not mistaken. What comic book was that? What lady? I don't know what the hell you talking about. Peter was cheating. Oh, Peter was cheating with Black Cat in the comics mostly. What if Black Cat becomes Silk? Shut up, bro. Black Cat is in London, bro. Or I think London, right? It had to be Black Cat. I don't remember, bro. I know, right? And all of a sudden she can keep up with Spidey in combat and swinging like, bro. Facts, bro. Yeah, what the hell happened? Oh, yeah. That don't make any sense. Yuri's character, yeah, that makes that. Yeah, Clindry. Yeah, I agree. RBG and Clindry, I agree. Yuri's character, if you look at it, was inconsistent even since the first game. Okay. You can you telling me a cop with all this experience is gonna go batshit crazy after one incident, and she supposedly have dealt with stuff like that for years and years. And then RBG followed up. Nick. Yeah, they did say the DLC coming this year. They didn't say when or what it's gonna be. Yeah, we don't know how the DLC is gonna be. But with that, with what I was just saying, RBG said to Clindry, I know, right? And all of a sudden, she can keep up with Spidey in combat and swinging. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot Ray's story. Like, how did she? Excuse me. How did she get so like powerful? Technically powerful, like with combat and stuff. Like, who taught her? How did she get like that? It was something. I don't remember her part of the comics at all, bro. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. I remember her saying that killing those criminals felt good at the end of the DLC. If that's the case, she's no better than Cletus Cassidy. Facts. Black cat left Peter for another cat. Shame. Black cat, no. Oh, I would never forget this shit. When Black cat found out, she told Peter to take Spider-Man because she only smashed Spider-Man or Peter with his mask on. She finally told that nigga to take his mask off. Bitch threw up on his ass. Literally threw up on him. You're just a kid? Nigga Peter was out here getting cat at like 18, 17, 18, smashing Black cat, grown-ass woman, like 25. She threw up on that nigga. That shit was funny as fucking the comics, bro. Oh my god, the comic books be so lit. I'm about to start back. Yo, chat. Hey, actually, bro. After this, bro, who want me to read? Who wanna watch some comics, bro? Like, you know they got the comics on YouTube. They be reading it out loud and going through the pages and shit. That shit fire. And they show the pictures. Like, oh, that shit's dope. It's like watching a movie. If y'all down for that, let me know and let me know what comic y'all wanna get into. I'm down, bro. I'm down. No, your ass always knock the fuck out. One Piece? No. Spider-Man only. No. Marvel only. I ain't reading no One Piece right now. I ain't doing no mangas. I love mangas though. Them Dragon Ball mangas. Ooh. But I'm talking about like Marvel comics. I'm down for the Spider-Man and Black Cat comics. Witty, what's your favorite darkest Spider-Man comic? Damn. When that nigga, I forgot what. Oh, you remember when that nigga had beat the fuck out of Kingpin with his bare hand? Bro, Peter did not let go. I said let go. He did not. What do you call it? He didn't let up at all. He didn't hold back at all. At all, bro. That particular comic. And nah. I was about to say something else. Nah. Not that comic. Darkest one, I love the first Ultimate Spider-Man comics when Peter died. Not the first. The last of the Ultimate comics when Peter died. That was super dark. That nigga got shot, bro. That's the greatest series. Like, they have the actual... Bro, let's watch that real quick, bro. Because they have the actual, like... Bro, we gotta watch that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When Peter died, when he got shot and died, and he saved everybody. He fought Goblin. Ultimate Spider-Man comic. Peter dies. They got the whole full story. Wait, no, not the full story. Not the full story. I slick want to watch the full story. I fuck with Ultimate Spider-Man, bro. Where's that shit at? Yo, have y'all seen the new Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man series in the comics? Peter's older now. It's a different Ultimate Spider-Man. Peter has a family. Him and Mary Jane's married. He's like 38, 40. He's past his prime. What is that shit called? Like, let me see. Ultimate Spider-Man 2024? I don't want to watch. He got Mayday. He got a son and a daughter. Well, obviously Mayday, but where is this? I can't find these comics anywhere. I'm talking about the new shit. But the story, the Ultimate Spider-Man story, like the real one, the original one, that shit is crazy. This shit had a nigga in tears, bro, when this shit first came out. The reanimated one? Is this the reanimated? Is this it? Oh, this is it right here, bro. The motion comic. They did a motion comic, bro. This shit had a nigga sad, chat. I ain't even gonna cap. Have y'all watched this? Y'all know this came out like years ago. I was in high school when this came out. My sophomore year. I was like 15 watching this shit, reading comics and shit. Yeah, he has 2 kids. Yo, I can't find those comic books anywhere, bro. Like, they have, like, what, 1 comic? Because new issues of comics come out once a month, right? That sucks. Babe, imagine you watching a good show and the episodes only come out once a month.
That's like Goosebumps. I'm waiting on that shit forever.
But Goosebumps had a series, though.
Where's season 2?
That's season 2. I'm talking about you binge watch season 1. I'm talking about each episode.
Yeah, what's a week?
Imagine that's a week. I'm talking about a month. That's how it is with comics. That should be a month.
Honestly, baby. But I protest. In front of the building. Get my shit out.
Bro. Oh, how you think them Harry Potter niggas back in the 90s was feeling when them books was like, you know how Harry Potter when it first came out, the books, them shits was popular. You know how them niggas was probably acting? You know how long it probably took for the next book to come out? Boy, I would have been mad as hell. How long does it take for, like, what, once a year? If you making a book series? Nah, that's crazy.
That's like movies.
Nah, probably. Yeah,
One movie come out,
you got a point.
Years.
3 years max.
But
Minimum. How?
hoping that, oh, please make another one.
Do y'all want to watch this? Let's watch this real quick. Then we're gonna get back into RBG's video.
What does that mean?
Huh?
RP what?
RBG?
RP?
Real Black Gamer. My nigga. I think you might cry watching this shit, babe. I ain't gonna cut.
Thank you very
No, this shit had a nigga sad, boy. That boy Peter got fucked up and died and came back to life. He came back to life. Y'all niggas don't remember that. He came back to life. And Miles had Aunt May had gave Miles his web shooters. Peter's web shooters. I don't know how the fuck he came back to life. Cause him and Goblin came back to life. I don't know what the fuck. What type of... He was immortal. They made Peter immortal. I don't know how he became immortal. If anybody knows, let me know. 4 to 6 years? The one book of Harry Potter? Damn! Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. My nigga Peter got fucked up, bro. I feel bad for my nigga, bro. Ultimate Peter was
took us up. Thank you very. Come on.
the death of Spider-Man. Yeah, this shit fucked. My nigga got fucked up, bro. I watched this shit like 5 times. 4 times.
Come on. Come on, genetically altered spider.
Danny Elfman, bro.
That bit me.
Yo, whoever reanimated this,
You
did
went
a
and bit
great
me
job.
and turned me into Spider-Man. You completely ruined my life. You're the reason I'm sitting here with a bullet wound. Thank you very much.
They said East Harry Potter book came out 4 to 6.
The least you can do.
You know them niggas was fiending at the door. Barnes and Nobles. Mad as fuck. I would have been pissed off. Boy, y'all niggas going 4 to 6 years. Nigga, I'm gonna be dead before this shit come out. Imagine the niggas that was like 80 reading them books.
He's definitely gonna have rice.
Oh yeah. Babe, we have rice. I thought that's what you was warming.
Give me the strength to get
We
my
got rice.
took
Shit,
us
that'll be
up
rice where I'll be cooked
out
for.
of this and get myself to a hospital. Oh God. Have I mentioned how much this hurts?
My nigga was going through it.
Because if I haven't, it hurts very much. Okay, let's assume the other superheroes are very busy with an earth-shattering fight to the finish that is more important than a single bleeding to death teenager. Let's not assume that Captain America repaid my insane and amazing bravery of saving his life by leaving me here to die. Ow. Okay.
Peter's savage.
Hospital.
For this. He patched himself up, I think.
But this
Went to the hospital. Tried
is it. You know that, right? You can't go to the hospital without unmasking. Everyone will know who I am by
We was
morning.
young, right? Yeah, we was kids, bro. When this shit came
Or who I was. I can't be Spider-Man and Peter Parker.
How old was Peter when he died? He was
Which
only
is
like
such
18,
a shame,
bro.
because
I don't care what nobody says, bro. This nigga has the worst high school experience ever, bro. And the worst college experience ever. This nigga went. I think he was still in high school in this one, right? No, he was in college, I think. I don't remember the Ultimate Comics.
this is
so
really
much,
working
but I love the Ultimate
for me. As you can tell.
When he died, how old was Peter when he died?
All right. Hey, that should keep my insides inside. At least until I get to the... Oh no.
Goddamn goblin. Damn, all them niggas. He was throwing hands with this nigga with a bullet wound.
For complaining my hands were cold? Of course my hands are cold. I'm Iceman.
Hello?
Gwen?
Aunt May?
Peter?
What day is it?
How should I know?
Were we supposed to meet them for dinner or something?
What does it say?
It says, get out of the house immediately and call as soon as you get to a safe place. Why isn't your phone on?
Why isn't your phone on?
Because every time I flame on, I melt the phone.
Get to a safe place?
Human Torch.
Could it be any more cryptic?
I thought this was
Yeah,
a
him and
safe
Peter was
place.
like the same age. They
That's
was
why
best
we
friends.
live here.
I'm confused.
Let's go.
This is weird.
You wanted a not normal life.
I want to make out with a girl.
Thank you for admitting it.
Bro, them niggas was at the door waiting for a nigga. Whole ass Vulture, Sandman, Electro. I don't know who the other two are. I ain't gonna cap.
Can I help you?
Is that him? That's not him.
That's not him.
How do you know?
That's not his scent. But his scent is here.
Oh, that's Kraven?
This is his house.
That's
so
not
that
Kraven.
Is him or?
Are we in the right place? That's not him.
What is this?
That's not
Can
Kraven.
I
Can't be.
help you?
Peter Parker.
Might be Ultimate
Get him
Kraven.
out here now.
I know you. I know who you are. Norman.
Oh, Norman.
Osborn.
Norman did look different in this one.
Better idea. You get the hell out of here, or you're gonna have to paint on new eyebrows.
That was
Flame on!
Freaking Human Torch. You couldn't smell that,
I thought
Kraven?
that was
Never
Kraven.
met that kid. I got this.
But that's no way.
Johnny, look out!
Sand? What are you gonna do?
I
make
wish
my
every
underpants
comment
itchy?
was made like this, bro. Like, that would be so fire.
What the hell? Is this some sort of halfway house for superpowered dirtbags?
This is the whole thing all of a sudden, ain't it?
Seriously, what are all these kid
Bro,
powers
that
doing
nigga
here?
said-
How did they know we were coming?
They didn't. You saw the look on their faces. Ice? Water?
Oh,
Really?
shit.
Is Osborn alive?
Yes, but wow, huh?
I don't get it. Is this the right place or not?
I'm telling you, the kid's in there, hiding like a little...
The authorities will be here soon. All the neighbors have called.
Well, better get a move on then. Parker!
Wait.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're about to get your ass beat the fuck
you
up.
know what you did to me in my life?
Who's
Nah, I felt bad.
next?
And you know, Miles watched the whole thing when he was a kid.
Are
When he
you
was 12.
okay, Aunt
Miles
May?
became Spider-Man
I'm
when he was
not.
12, 13.
No, Gwen. I didn't want this life. No, I did not. I wanted...
Aunt May was young as
didn't-
hell in this joint.
Damn it!
A real aunt.
I'm running
no damn
away
old
and
lady.
letting a little boy fight a fight no little boy should have to fight. He's just a little boy.
He'll be okay.
Oh yeah,
He's
Peter was in
always
high school, I
okay.
think.
Oh, Ben, I don't know what to
When he
do.
died in the Ultimate Series.
Hello?
Is it Peter?
Hello?
May? May, it's Doris from across the street. Where are you?
I'm in my car.
You're not home?
No.
Oh, thank God.
What happened?
I don't even know how to say this.
What is it?
It's Peter.
Is he okay?
What? I think he's Spider-Man.
What's happening? Tell me exactly
But
what's
you already
happening.
knew that.
There are these men. Oh God. I'm sorry, May. I don't know how else to say this. They're killing him. Oh my God!
Hold on!
Oh, that's Mary Jane in the car, right? Yeah. Or Gwen, one of them. I think it was Mary Jane. I didn't look.
Ow!
Sapoosh! Smash! What the fuck? Hell no. Bro, this nigga Peter always getting fucked up on Sandman, bro.
Spider sense is blaring. I know I'm in trouble. Thank you. Can't see. What now?
It was handling that nigga. It was beating that nigga.
Hey, catch!
Crap. I forgot he does that. Grenades hidden in the suit? It's practically cheating. Everyone! Run! Go!
Go to hell, kid.
Nigga suit all fucked up. They was real life jumping this nigga, bro. He was getting beat the fuck. I don't know how he like survived any of this.
That's it.
Until he died.
That's all I got. Where the hell are the police? The X-Men? Anybody? Hi.
Yeah. Ultimate Peter was friends with a lot of heroes and shit like that. 616 Peter, at first he didn't like working with other people. I don't think he still like working with other people. Like,
could someone call 911?
I'm niggas taking pictures of him.
I've kind of sort of been shot.
Oh yeah, before this he got shot. Yeah, it was kind of fucked up. You know, Captain America picked him up.
What did you do? There's only so much crap I'm gonna take from a 13-year-old kid who doesn't know he died 10 minutes ago. If Osborn's down for the count, then this one is mine.
That was not cool, Electro.
Grow a pair, you're fine.
So take the shot.
I want to see his face when it happens. I want to see it.
Electro, I always meant to tell you, you were my greatest adversary, and it was an honor to battle you. Oh wait, that wasn't you. I barely even gave you a second's thought.
Hope you
That's some
enjoyed
shit
that.
Peter would say. Aunt May got them goddamn. Bro, Aunt May was a savage in the Ultimate series.
Aunt May?
Oh my God.
They tried. That's why they tried to make her
was
like
the
that in the
definition of
Into the Spiderverse or Spiderverse series.
awesome.
That's
It's
technically the
okay.
Ultimate series.
What did I just do?
It's okay. I got it.
Oh my God. Johnny?
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's more comfortable now, Clinger. He's 616.
What happened to you?
Well, I know I'm probably gonna get grounded for this, but I've been shot.
Oh, please! Somebody call an ambulance!
I'm so sorry, Aunt May.
Secret Wars series, bro. Secret
are you
Wars comics is
apologizing for?
crazy.
I know this.
Crazy.
This isn't the life you wanted.
You crazy boy.
But cute.
Bro, Goblin started fucking shit up, bro. This nigga, I don't know how Peter killed. Bro, I ain't gonna say it. I'm not gonna spoil it for the people that didn't read this.
Come on, Peter, pick up. Peter, this is MJ. Again,
Oh, that was
please, come
Gwen.
on. I know you're not answering your phone because I don't know what you're doing, but I just, please call
That
me
was
back.
Gwen, that was
Just let
with
me know
Ant-Man. I'm
everything is
tripping.
okay.
I still didn't
I
pay
can't. Lame.
This is how MJ was supposed to be, bro.
Peter.
I could do without this, entire day altogether.
Go! Aunt May, come on!
Oh my God!
Listen to me! Listen to me! Gwen, you listen to me. I don't care what Aunt May says. I don't care what Aunt
It's
May
about to
does.
get dark as hell.
You
This
get
comic
her
got
out
super
of
dark,
here.
super quick.
You're bleeding.
You heard what I said. You get her out of here.
Stalk that nigga in his
Ow.
shit.
I am bleeding now.
I don't think Ultimate Spider-Man ever got to his full
What's wrong
potential
with
either.
you? Never mind. Don't care.
In that universe. Oh, this nigga.
What's the plan, Osborn? I'm
Imagine
dying to
him
know.
being in
What's
his
next?
prime right now.
You
bruh.
kill me, then
not holding back.
what next?
Killed that nigga. Cause he
Your
stopped holding
son
back
you
in here
killed
too.
won't magically come back to life. Your world as a captain of industry won't magically go back to the way it was. And your hair won't magically come.
I know him and Peter are
into fashion.
When Peter came back to life, him and Miles had to fight Goblin all over. It was 2 goblins they had to fight. He definitely died too. So he came back to life though. Y'all don't remember him coming back to life? I'll show you the comic.
There is that.
Goddamn Mary Jane. That's a real one, bro. That's a ride or die.
Did I get him?
You're insane. Did you steal this van?
It was just there.
You stole a van.
You were welcome.
Nigga, y'all kissing in the
Get the
middle
hell
of a
outta
fucking.
here.
Oh, he tossed her through the ass. Get your ass up out of here.
It's the day of reckoning, Parker. I'm delivering God's message.
This nigga Goblin was wild.
God wants this to happen.
Shut up!
I will destroy your family.
And this when the nigga started raging. This nigga Peter started wilding.
I will kill everyone you know.
Could you do it quietly?
There you go.
And that nigga about to die. So right here, Miles and his mom and everybody was watching this shit while it was happening. Like the people that's out there, I know Miles.
Oh my
is
God,
out there.
Peter!
Some shit like that.
I think you got him.
Good. Yeah, that's about all I had.
Peter! Oh my God. Peter, we have to get you to a hospital.
I can fly him.
Are you crazy? You can't move him? Has anybody called 911? Is anybody a doctor?
We can't be here, Aunt May.
Leave me alone.
He specifically told us.
Nigga said I could fly him. Nigga, you gonna burn that nigga.
Oh no.
Johnny?
Oh no.
He's really hurt.
He died from he died from an explosion technically.
What did you do?
But he died from the bullet wound. Bled out.
It's okay. I did it.
Just hold on. The ambulance is on this.
Don't you see? It's okay. I did it. I couldn't save him. Uncle Ben, I couldn't save him. No matter what I did. But I saved you. I did it.
This was fucked up.
No! Oh God!
This
Not
moment,
him too! Please! Not him too!
Oh no, this shot right here is an iconic ass shot. Like if you don't remember this shot right here, Mary Jane was holding Peter in tears. This was fucked up, bro.
Oh,
So
God,
fucked up.
Please.
But when he reunited with who could forget this shot? Yeah, that shot's crazy, bro. I need that painting. I need to find that shit and.
Your father had a philosophy that he held to pretty strongly.
And then Uncle Ben
That's one
popped
that
up.
served him very, very well. He believed that if there were things in this world that you had to offer, things that you did well, better than anyone else, things that you could do that helped people or made people feel better about themselves, well, he believed that it wasn't just a good idea to do those things. He believed it was your responsibility to do those things. Don't try to be something else. Don't try to be less. Great things are going to happen to you in your life, Peter. Great things. And with that will come great responsibility. You understand? Great responsibility.
The guy stands for something. Who else you know that just goes out there and helps people with no
Johnny!
agenda? Guy doesn't care what you say about him. He helps people.
Are you kidding?
That's not Johnny.
You took a bullet without even hesitating. When you grow up, you're going to be the best out of all of us.
Well, he is the best in the 616 universe. But where the fuck did Peter go? He went into hiding.
All that's been said and done to you
I'm gonna show
and
you.
by you, it looked to me as if we were all witness to the birth of the next big supervillain. And I wanted to be ready. In fact, now, I see that the opposite is true.
This nigga goddamn took a picture with them niggas.
Now I see that I'm watching the birth of someone really special.
God put me here. God saved my life.
J. Jonah Jameson.
And God gave me the power to help Spider-Man. I know this now. I will fight the entire world for him.
Peter, I love you. You're my son. In my wildest dreams,
take care, bro.
I couldn't even imagine that
I'll still be
you
streaming when you
would've
get
grown up
back.
to be this good of a person. You are the best parts of your father, your mother, and my Ben, all rolled up into one amazing person.
What's so special about Peter Parker?
The GOAT.
Everything.
Yeah, it was a fucked up comment. That picture too. Yep. It was fucked up.
You
It was
did
fucked
good, kid.
It was fucked up, but then this nigga came back to life in a Miles comic, Ultimate Spider-Man Miles comic. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. The Return of Peter Parker, Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1. Bro, this shit was crazy as fuck, bro. Let's see. I know it's up there, but I'm trying to find the person that trying to find the actual. All right, fuck it.
Hey Tech Leads, this is Monday Dev, a platform to manage your entire product development lifecycle and connect everyone you work with. With Monday Dev, you have a view of everything. You can connect with all your team members in any department and stay aligned on feature requests, product roadmaps, bugs queue, and more. And everything is easily customizable. You can add.
What is good, internet? It is Spirit of Paradox here, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing the return.
Okay, fuck that.
Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you guys are enjoying the content that we're throwing up. And make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoy the video. And yeah, let's begin.
I read some comics, bro, on YouTube, bro. That's all I do, bro.
Okay, so continuing our Spider-Man week coverage, we pick up with Ultimate Spider-Man and the origin of Miles Morales is the best way to say it. Miles Morales appeared before this particular origin, but he was really just kind of like a kid who was there, and that was really about it. And this is interesting because this brings in really to like Spider-Man Homecoming the idea of Miles Morales. This video is being made 2 weeks before Spider-Man Homecoming, so I have no idea what goes on in that movie. but I would surmise that Miles Morales will probably appear in the movie, but either he'll be a post-credit scene or he'll just be a kid who's mentioned, and that'll be about it. And the reason why that works is because of the fact that that's what happened in the Ultimate Universe. This whole origin came after Miles Morales first appeared. Prior to this, he was just a kid who was there, and that was really it. There was no expectation that he was going to grow into anything or become anything significant. And it was kind of interesting because, to me, there are a lot of aspects of Spider-Man Homecoming that pull directly from the Ultimate Universe. And it's always been that way with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is rooted more in the Ultimate Universe than it is in the main Marvel continuity. There's some differences. I mean, there are some main Marvel timeline things that are folded in. For example, Captain America Steve Rogers is the first super soldier in the main Marvel Universe, but he's not the first super soldier in the Ultimate Universe. And that actually brings us in to the story of Miles Morales' origin. And the reason why is because of the fact that all of this basically deals with Norman Osborn and Osborn Industries, as well as something called the...
Yeah, but he said Miles might be mentioned as well, but so he was mentioned.
Oz formula. Now, the Oz formula is just one of several attempts in the Ultimate Universe to basically duplicate the original super soldier serum that made Nick Fury. And this is one of the biggest differences when it came to the Ultimate Universe and the main Marvel Universe. With regards to the main Marvel continuity, you have what's called Weapons Plus. And Weapons Plus is basically just this organization that serves the purpose of creating super soldiers to battle against credible threats. The idea was that Captain America Steve Rogers was Weapon 1. That was it. But because of the fact that Dr. Abraham Erskine, the guy that was behind the formula that made Steve Rogers into a super soldier, had basically been killed, it was impossible to duplicate his formula perfectly. And so the idea was to try to attempt it, but if it didn't work, to also have backup projects instead. And so what we got were projects 2 through 9. And that was everything from, like, you know, implanting cybernetic implants in like animals, trying to make animals sentient. It was a multitude of just different things that all had to do with creating super soldiers. Eventually it led into Weapon 10 or Weapon X, which gave us Wolverine, which led into like Deadpool and, you know, all different kinds of stuff. But all of it was rooted in the idea of Captain America Steve Rogers. In the Ultimate Universe, it's a wholly different kettle of beans. The way it all worked out is that instead of Steve Rogers, Nick Fury was the very first super soldier. But much like Captain America Steve Rogers in the main Marvel Universe, the entire basis behind the super soldier serum had basically gone up in smoke.
I forgot about Nick Fury being the first one, bro, in the Ultimate series.
Nobody really knew how to replicate it. But what ended up happening is different organizations across the world began attempting to duplicate it. Of course, in Canada, for example, they were trying to duplicate the process that made Nick Fury into a super soldier, and that resulted in them kidnapping James Howlett and discovering the X gene, which meant that if these X genes were basically unlocked or they were accessed, people would be granted powers. And so once they accessed the powers of James Howlett, then they in turn turned this formula or what have you into an aerosol form, dispersed it across the world, and that's how mutants started popping up. When it came to Norman Osborn and the Oz formula, that was based off the super soldier formula that was used to make Nick Fury into a super soldier. And so the idea was that Norman Osborn was trying to find a way to again create super soldiers, and in doing so began the process of like irradiating spiders and so on and so forth. One of these spiders bit Peter Parker, which led to the start of the Ultimate Spider-Man line of stories. Now, that deals with the idea of like mutants and most of the superpowered community. The idea was that in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, Peter Parker had just gone forward, you know, as a superhero, and he was learning about his powers. With great power must come great responsibility that he was taught by Uncle Ben. Fast forwarding over the course of his publication history, once we got into like 2011, 2012, writer Brian Michael Bendis wanted to shift things up. He wanted to basically remove Peter Parker and put somebody in his place. The fact remains here that in the instance of Peter Parker effectively getting away, the idea of Osborn was to basically figure out what it was about the formula that gave Peter Parker powers in the first place and then duplicate it. Now, of course, this all dead ends into the idea of Norman Osborn being revealed as the Green Goblin and so on and so forth. But then we actually pick up with a guy by the name of Prowler. Now, in the main Marvel line of stories, Prowler is a guy named Hobie Brown. And you may have heard of his line of...
Y'all remember that, right? 616 Prowler's Hobie Brown.
Comics. He got his own solo series.
And then it became...
as part of All New, All Different Amazing Spider-Man's clone conspiracy. Really, the biggest role that Hobie Brown plays in All New, All Different Marvel is he's the stand-in Spider-Man. When Peter Parker is, you know, holding a press conference or when he's in the middle of a meeting or something like that, Hobie Brown is the one that parades around as Spider-Man so that people believe that Peter and Spider-Man are two distinctly different people. Here in this Ultimate Universe line of stories, he's basically just the uncle of Miles Morales. He's just a guy. And they call him Prowler because he's basically just a guy that steals stuff. But breaking into Osborn Industries has its own risks in the sense that you're basically breaking into a multinational corporation. Not only that, in the middle of this heist, the spider manages to make its way onto Prowler, which in turn enters his bag, taking this spider with him. Now, from here, we pick up with Miles Morales, and that's one of the things that I like the most about
Young
Miles. Is that Miles, the way his story was told, the way it was done by Brian Michael Bendis, he was designed to basically be a character that reflected the real world. And most of the Ultimate Universe was like that. The Ultimate Universe was Marvel coming along and saying, okay, how can we...
So I remember this. He's about to say the Ultimate Universe was basically what superheroes would be in real life. Like, if it was realistic, this is how superheroes would be. And it makes so fucking much sense. The Ultimate Universe is really like... really just taking away the flaws of the 616 universe, just making it more realistic. That's all it is. Like, it was something with Tony Stark in the Ultimate Universe that was crazy different than the one in. I think he was better at. He was smarter, or was he more mechanical? It was one or the other that he was better at than the 616. And I think they was working together in Secret Wars, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember fully, but yeah.
Take these characters that everybody knows and everybody loves and update them for the modern day, so they could basically get an answer to the question, what if Captain America emerged right now? That was the whole basis behind the Ultimate Universe back when it was made in the year 2000. And so the idea is that Miles Morales is basically in a lottery for a charter school. There was a good documentary that was done a while ago called Waiting for Superman. At least either it's Waiting for Superman or Waiting on Superman. But the idea was that it dealt with like the American school system. And something that a lot of you guys may not know is that in a lot of like inner city schools and really impoverished parts of the country, you'll have like the public school system, and then they'll open a charter school, which is like where you can get the best education in that particular school district. And they'll hold lotteries. Like, people will go to like these huge assembly halls, and they'll basically start drawing numbers. And those kids who were selected get to go to that charter school. The others are just left to deal with the American school system. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, if they win and they get to go to a charter school, they'll have a future outside of whatever education they get from the American school system, being as defunded as it is. So it's not really designed to be like a political statement. It's designed to make Miles Morales relatable. And that's one of the things that I kind of feel like needs to be said, especially right now in Marvel, because a lot of people are looking at the whole, political landscape and so on and so forth.
My boy got that good food, boy. What's that? Is that cheese?
No, that's sweet potato.
Oh, sweet potato. Oh, sweet potato, rice, peas, carrots, and chicken. He about to eat so good, bro. This nigga about to eat so good, bro. Hey, Binks, chill out. You're like, God damn it, I'm hungry.
This was written back in 2011.
Yo,
and so
I'm gonna watch this whole thing for y'all.
Tendency to be a little political with his writing. This was not designed to be a statement. It was basically designed to say, here's a relatable aspect of Miles Morales, because there are kids that deal with this every day of their life in inner city areas. So again, it's kind of cool here, because as a kid who is part Hispanic, part African American, it really related to a lot of young people who were reading his comics, because that really feeds into the nature of Spider-Man. Keep in mind, Peter Parker's legacy was formed by the fact that he basically empowered teenagers. He made young people feel like they were the star of the show. And that legacy of Spider-Man lives on, because you get a little bit of the humor, but you also get that whole backstory in terms of everything that happened that made him who he was. And so with Miles Morales winning this, we're basically introduced to the idea of his uncle. Miles does not know about the role that his uncle plays in being a thief. For him, his uncle is just an uncle. And so it's really just kind of Miles relaying the news and that kind of thing. But the funny scenario about this too is that Miles was really told in a lot of ways, do not go see your uncle. His father had explicitly laid that out. Do not go see him on the regular. He is not a good influence. Now, of course, again, the whole idea of a thief, but we'll actually learn there's a little more about Miles' dad than we were originally given. There's a little bit of an expansion here. But of course, in the middle of all this, he's basically bitten by the radioactive spider that his uncle had carried home, and then suddenly just wakes up. Now, of course, with Miles' dad coming home, screaming at it, at his brother and that kind of thing, Miles basically just takes off. Now, this is when we start to get into a lot of the aspects of Spider-Man Homecoming, just kind of going by the trailers, just looking at what we've seen, with regards to the trailers. And the whole idea here is that Spider-Man Homecoming looks as though it's just supposed to be rooted in like the modern day. It's supposed to be rooted in a lot of like current things that go on right now, again, sort of feeding into this Ultimate Universe thing. But the introduction of it all really kind of comes by way of Miles' whole experience and learning that he has powers. The other half of this is that when Brian Michael Bendis made Miles Morales, had he gone through and made Miles just a total replica of Peter Parker, it would have cheapened it. It wouldn't have been Miles wouldn't have been as popular, and they would have been calling him, he's a knockoff of Peter, or
He's not. They honestly not even the same. They're the same a little tiny bit, but they not close to being the same person at all. At all. Like, and on top of that, they have different powers, which is dope. Miles have more powers than Peter. Peter's smarter, stronger. Miles is more powerful. If that makes sense.
Taken away the impact of Miles being Spider-Man. With Miles, one of the biggest issues that he faces is a combination of just kind of growing up, you know, as being a teenager, and also the idea of having powers. Because remember, one of the relatable aspects of this is just teenage life. And I don't know about you guys. I don't know how many of you guys watching this are teenagers, but being a teenager, I mean, it's in hindsight, it's the easiest thing in the world. But at the time when you are a teenager, it seems like the hardest thing in the world because you're trying to make friends, you're trying to be socially acceptable, you also want to be able to drive around and have your own independence, but you also recognize you're not necessarily ready for the world, but you think you are. There's a million things that go on in your head. I mean, there's college, there's your future, there's a million things rolling around in your head, to say nothing of the fact that you're basically spending, you know, 5 or 6 years going through an existential crisis. Who are you? Where are you going? What's your purpose in the universe? I mean, these are all the things that teenagers deal with on a regular basis. And so this combined with the idea of the sudden introduction of powers makes things a little difficult. Now, the other half of this is a character by the name of Ganke. And this is really the whole idea of like Ned Leeds' character.
That's what I'm saying. Huh? No, there's a red one right there. Oh, I don't have one then. But yeah. Making Ned basically Ganke was kind of weird. I don't know why they did that, but I get it. Like I don't know why.
Being brought in to Spider-Man Homecoming.
Cool,
one of the funny situations,
I didn't like
one of
it
the things
much,
that fans immediately caught on when it came to the trailer of Spider-Man Homecoming is the character of Ned.
There's a fight coming.
The 12th.
Leeds. Historically speaking, in the Peter Parker Spider-Man line of stories in the main Marvel universe, Ned Leeds was like a competitor at the Daily Bugle. He was never a classmate of Peter Parker. With this introduction of Ned Leeds in Spider-Man Homecoming, it's basically Ganke from the Ultimate Universe in the sense that the two of them relate to each other in the exact same way. Ganke is kind of like the comedic sidekick. He's the kid who sort of cheers Spider-Man on, you know, cheers Miles Morales on and says, look, man, like, you're capable of incredible things. But it's also the idea that Ganke is going to be the moral compass for Miles Morales in a lot of different ways. But it's kind of cool because instead of just like being terrified, instead of being afraid, it's this idea that Miles could achieve something pretty incredible with the powers that he has. And so in the middle of this whole conversation that he has, you know, with Ganke, he's basically pulled aside by his father, you know, taken to a local park, and his father basically explains the reason why he doesn't want Miles spending time with his uncle is because of the fact that his uncle's a thief. And that's one of the greatest things about this particular story is because with Peter Parker Spider-Man in the main Marvel universe, it's, well, Uncle Ben died, and then with great power must come great responsibility, and the moral lessons that came with that. With Miles Morales, it's a lot more visceral. It's this idea that his father basically made a lot of bad decisions. His father stole at one point in time. His father served time in jail somewhere along the line. For him, he looks at his son Miles and says, you've just been accepted to a charter school. You have a future. You can get out of this place. But this also creates a bit of a contradiction with Miles himself, because in his mind, in his imagination, he sees himself being Spider-Man. He sees himself crawling on walls, which I don't know how they're gonna do that. He sees himself saving the day, and that's one of the interesting things about this story is because you know, once he goes and visits, you know, Ganke and kind of tells him everything that's going on, you know, kind of expands on the idea that he can crawl on walls and so on and so forth. And once he actually travels, you know, alongside Ganke and comes across a fire in a building, this creates the kind of inner debate, you know, with Miles Morales between what his father's teaching him and what he's coming to understand on his own. His father's looking at the big picture, but his father doesn't know that Miles has spider powers. Of course not. In the mind of Miles' father, it's here's my son who lives in a pretty rough part of town, who's just been accepted to a school that will get him a future. Think of all the things that he could do. He'd become a lawyer or a doctor,
I don't know how they're going to do that
or something along those lines. In the mind of Miles Morales, with the powers that he has, he can save people on the ground level. And that is the inherent difference between what it is that Miles' father's teaching him and what Miles can become. Miles' father is talking about playing a much bigger role, playing a much larger role. But when you're Spider-Man, you know, when you are on the ground floor, when you're saving somebody from a burning building, you don't say, well, hey, we're passing some laws and it's going to make people's life better, and it does. Instead, you see their faces, you see their immediate reactions, you get thank yous, you get, wow, I can't believe you pulled that off. You get the adoration of a community that comes to respect you as you're able to do things that make their lives tangibly better. That's the coolest thing about that.
Told you Spider-Man was black. That shit funny.
because it makes it more personal. And so the struggle that Miles faces is that where he does rescue a kid from a burning building, suddenly the gravity of the situation begins to hit him, because now he realized he just saved a human life. And what that means is people will look at him and they will say, wow, that guy's a superhero. Man, that kid's amazing. I can't believe he pulled that off. But now Miles has to come to the realization that the life of other people is in his hands. What if he hadn't acted? That little girl probably would have burned to death in that building. But with Miles Morales stepping in and saving her life, then the question becomes, well, what about the lives that he inevitably just can't save? What if there's just not enough time for him to get there? What about the person who's being mugged or being attacked that he doesn't know about? How does all that play into the equation? Peter Parker's Spider-Man in the main Marvel universe deals with that by realizing that while he tries to save everybody he cannot save everyone. You can't be everywhere at once. It's one of the reasons why Superior Spider-Man was so cool, because he was everywhere at once. He had eyes all throughout the entire city. But with Miles Morales, he's coming to realize that you can't be everywhere at one time. You can't save everyone. There are some people out there that you just can't do anything with. And so what we end up doing is we basically pick up with the moment by which Peter Parker ends up dying in the Ultimate Universe. And again, this was a pretty big moment in the whole Ultimate Spider-Man story, just because you got to remember, I mean, the Ultimate Universe was basically launched.
I'm gonna watch that video as well.
And so for about a decade or so, if you were reading Ultimate Spider-Man, you were reading Peter Parker. And the way that he went out was actually pretty amazing. I mean, it was like this battle with Norman Osborn, and he basically fought to the point that he died. It was almost like this Superman-esque scenario where it was basically just like a battle to the death. But in the midst of all this, what it does is it basically sets the ground.
I think he took it out.
No, he threw up. I saw him throw it twice.
And eating it.
He needs a slow feeder.
Damn, nigga, taking these big ass bites. You're not even fucking swallowing. You're not even chewing.
You remember he grew up with 3 other dogs, so you don't like to fight for fucking food.
But he's like this.
Cause he's thinking that somebody's gonna take it, so he's trying to hustle as best as he can. He can't take it second down. And I even cut the meat up in smaller pieces, just in case.
Damn, nigga.
He needs a slow feeder for food.
Yeah.
Slow feeder, most
Jesus
definitely.
Christ.
His motherfucker threw up the food twice. It's still eating. What is he like today? Rice and chicken and potatoes and. Too fast. You can never back on the kind of ground with.
He's just doing it right now.
He is. So he licked that bowl dry. Maybe not 1 grain.
Nasty.
Work for Peter Parker to be removed from the entire Spider-Man mythos, and it allows Miles Morales to effectively take his place. Now, something to point out here is that with Miles being on the scene and directly, speaking with Gwen Stacy,
literally right there when
just
he
kind of
died.
in a moment of mourning, sort of spits out the name of Peter
crazy.
Parker. But what it does is it basically kind of lights this fire in Miles Morales, because with Miles Morales seeing everything happen, when he sees the death of Peter Parker, he really just kind of looks at this and says, well, now it's up to me to do something. His discussion with Ganke is, look, I didn't get these powers, even if that got him by chance. I have to believe if anybody had these powers, they would put them to use. They would live up to the legacy as it was created by Spider-Man. They would live up to everything it was that he did, that Peter Parker had effectively done. And so in the mind of Miles, that's when he begins to really understand what it is that he's meant to do, the significance of the role that he plays in being Spider-Man. Because going to the funeral of Peter Parker, speaking with Aunt May, speaking with Gwen Stacy, it's basically this question that he asks: why did he become Spider-Man? What was the motivation of it? And this is the beauty of this, because Gwen Stacy, immediately, as angry as she is, goes and basically says he did everything that he did because his uncle instilled in him, with great power must come great responsibility. Those with the power to act have the responsibility to act. And that is one of the reasons why the Spider-Man mythos has always been so great, and one of the reasons why it's so important. When it comes to different superheroes over the years, they all have their own moral compasses, their own motivations for why it is they do the things they do. With Superman, it was this idea that he was taught by Jonathan and Martha Kent, if you have the power to stop crime, you should stop crime. In some form or fashion, it was always this measure of responsibility. But with the infamous phrase, with great power must come great responsibility, it made it tangible. We've all heard that, right? Like, do the right thing even if no one is watching, or something along those lines. We've all had that moral compass instilled in us. But to have Gwen Stacy say this to Miles Morales in this way, it lights a fire in Miles Morales, because he's just like, that's true. It's an honest statement. I have these abilities. And so in his mind, while he goes through and designs his own little Spider-Man suit, the idea is I have to keep the memory of Spider-Man going. And this is actually one of the first mistakes that he makes, because what they do is they grab a Spider-Man Halloween costume and he immediately takes to the streets.
Yeah, he should have done it that way.
Where it's just too early, bro. It's just, it's just way too early. Despite Miles Morales wanting to do the right thing, his heart's in the right place, the
Kangaroo
mistake
was
that
his
he
first
makes is that everybody looks
fight.
at him as trying to be like a copycat of Spider-Man. But people are still in the mourning phase. You got to keep in mind, with the idea of Spider-Man losing such a hero in such a tragic way, people aren't ready to see somebody just suddenly take up the mantle. They're not ready to see somebody just suddenly become Spider-Man. What they want is time to grieve. What they want is time to mourn. And once that time has passed, then they'll be ready for somebody to take up the mantle. And so at this point, it's just too much, too fast. And so in the middle of this whole experience that he has running around the streets dressed as Spider-Man, he's basically met with the arrival of Jessica Drew. Now, Jessica Drew is actually a pretty interesting character in the realm of Marvel Comics. And the reason why is because she originally appeared in Marvel Spotlight in 1977, I think it was. And she was actually a character who basically gained her spider powers by way of a direct injection from her father. And it was really just a weird circumstance. It was essentially that she had just been, irradiated by uranium that was, across the land and so on. And her father basically tried to cure her of her uranium poisoning by injecting her with a serum that was composed of different spiders and then putting her in this sort of evolution chamber that was created by the High Evolutionary who messed around with the evolution of animals and stuff like that. She woke up something like decades later and basically just kind of emerged with no idea who she was and eventually joined Hydra or something like that. But with the Ultimate Universe, it's a wholly different kettle of beans. And so Jessica Drew in the Ultimate Universe is actually a clone of Peter Parker. And that's one of the interesting things is because with her character, despite people knowing who she wasn't so significant in the realm of Marvel Comics that they kind of had to tiptoe around and be careful about what they did. She wasn't Captain America, she wasn't Thor, she wasn't like Iron Man or anything like that. And so because of that, it offered Marvel a little bit of leeway in terms of what they did with her character, how they wrote her, how they designed her, so on and so forth. Also because of the fact that the Clone Saga from Marvel Comics was not a very well-received story for a lot of people. And so the idea of going back and reworking it in the Ultimate Universe was actually kind of cool. It was actually pretty interesting. But with her confronting Miles Morales, this comes by way of the fact that she was basically told by Nick Fury, there's somebody out there impersonating Spider-Man. That happened within, a wholly separate line of stories, but the fact remains that with Nick Fury basically being the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. and then essentially
Didn't S.H.I.E.L.D. Nick Fury give Miles his first suit? Am I tripping? I don't remember.
All this information on the life and times of Miles. The cool thing is that there's a conversation that takes place between the two of them, where Nick Fury basically says, look, I know your heart's in the right place. I know you're trying to do the right thing, but people are not ready for a new Spider-Man yet. Give them time. Give them a little bit of time. They'll come around. But for right now, all they see you as is a cheap knockoff because you're wearing the exact same uniform that Spider-Man wore. So if you are going to be Spider-Man, if you're going to be a superhero, then you've got to be different. You can't just be Peter Parker. You've got to be your own character. And that was kind of like an in-comic book statement by Brian Michael Bendis, effectively saying Miles Morales is his own character. He's wholly different from Peter Parker. They're two distinctly different characters. And that was one of the interesting things, is because, again, it was hitting home at the idea that he'd basically sort of gone away. And so what ended up happening is that, of course, with Electro, Maxwell Dillon basically being one of the most notable villains of the Ultimate Spider-Man making his escape, Miles Morales is single-handedly responsible for basically being able to bring him down. Now, the Ultimates are there. The Ultimate Universe Avengers are there, and they do what they can, but it's really Miles Morales that pulls it off through a combination of his ability to make himself invisible and the fact that he issues this sort of electrical.
I'll be reading it. What the fuck was that? I don't know what that was. I'll be reading all of Miles's comics and shit in like his Spiderverse series voice. That should be dope. In my head. Just finished my amazing and beautiful meal my mother made. Nice.
Touch whenever it is that he engages somebody. Now, the reason why that works is because what it does is it basically sends the electrical impulses of Electro into overdrive and really just sort of hyperdrives him and then just shuts him down. He's basically overwhelmed by his own powers. But, with him being shot dead by Nick Fury as a way to kind of curtail his character a little bit, what happens is it's basically Miles Morales showing the Ultimates that he's actually pretty legit. He's got what it takes to not only be a member of the team, but to also stand on his own 2 feet as his own superhero. Now, at this point, he's not part of the Ultimate Avengers yet. He hasn't really been
that
rolled
suit
in as part of the ranks just because, one, he doesn't have the experience, and two, they just don't know enough about him. But the first step to allowing the Ultimates to gain more information about him, to see what he's about, is, really comes by way of Nick Fury, who presents Miles Morales with an actual Spider-Man costume based on Miles' own designs. When he was just kind of drawing up these little versions of his own costume, when he was trying to figure out what he was going to look like, Nick Fury basically used S.H.I.E.L.D.'s resources, found this design, I don't know, broke into his home, I have no clue.
Found his designs
but
and
took this
everything.
costume, made it real, and gave it to Miles and said, now go forward and be your own superhero.
Gotta love it.
When we first arrived at St. Jude, it was
Okay, so getting into Ultimate Spider-Man, or I guess really Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man, one thing I want to point out here is that in these video titles, I'm simply going to call these Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man, and Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, and so on. Really, the origin story that we did is Volume 1, so this is more like Volume 2. But in truth, this was really just kind of called Ultimate Spider-Man, and then there was another series later on that followed this that was called Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man. But in order to avoid confusion between Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker and Ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales, we're just going to call this Ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales, so that way everything's pretty clear and pretty easy to follow. But the cool thing about this is that, again, the origin story, for those of you guys who are just joining us with regards to the whole Ultimate Spider-Man landscape, the Ultimate Universe was never designed to be this great, big, huge, grandiose thing like the main Marvel Universe. I mean, the main Marvel Universe was really kind of built by Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, a handful of other writers and artists in the 1960s and 70s, and then it grew to what it is now, where it's just massive in scope, and you have the Avengers, and you have, Excalibur, and you have Alpha Flight, and you have, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants and the X-Men and so on and so forth. The Ultimate Universe was designed to be far more contained and much, much smaller in scale. And so the result is that when it came to the Ultimate Spider-Man stories by Brian Michael Bendis, the idea was to basically keep things relatively small, to tell these small volumes where characters would appear and then never be seen or heard from again, or else if they were seen, they were just in a containment cell, or they were being held by S.H.I.E.L.D. or something along those lines. But it was very easy to digest, and it was very, very easy to follow. And that's one of the reasons why the Ultimate Universe was relatively popular. But in the end, people still gravitated toward the characters that they thought of when they thought of Captain America, when they thought of Thor, and so on and so forth. Now, with regards to Miles Morales, Peter Parker was basically the recipient of a bite from a spider that contained the Oz formula. And again, the whole idea here in the Ultimate Universe was that Nick Fury, I guess Samuel Jackson Nick Fury if we want to call him that, Nick Fury was the original super soldier. And when the super soldier serum that was used on Nick Fury proved to be successful, it resulted in this great gold rush, more or less, for everybody to create their own super soldiers. And so that's where Wolverine came from. Wolverine was the recipient of Canada's attempt to create a super soldier serum, but along the way, they discovered a mutant gene that when activated would give people powers. And that was the origin of the mutant race in the Ultimate Universe. When it came to Spider-Man, you had a guy, Norman Osborn, who was basically trying to create a super soldier serum. And he
basically re-saying everything that's happening in the Ultimate Universe.
Created something called the Oz formula, and where he was going through and testing it on different spiders. One of these spiders bit Peter Parker, which led him to become Spider-Man in the Ultimate Universe. But following the course of his publication history, somewhere around 160 issues or so, which this is far shorter than that. I think Miles Morales' stories probably total in like maybe 30 or 40 issues. It's not really that long at all. But following the publication history of Peter Parker, he eventually died. And the reason was because Marvel was wanting to basically make way for a new Spider-Man. And that just made good sense. I mean, you had Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker, and then you had the main Marvel Universe Peter Parker. Why have two versions of the same character? Give us a new Spider-Man. And so that's what they did. They killed off Peter Parker, and they had a spider basically bite a new kid by the name of Miles Morales, who gained Peter Parker's powers, and then a couple of his own that Peter didn't have. For example, Miles Morales can administer this venom shock, which is basically kind of like an electrical impulse that basically shocks a person that's touching him or something along those lines. He can make himself invisible. He can camouflage himself, that kind of a thing. And so again, Miles was very much his own character, but the whole idea here, and really where the story begins to pick up, is we start to get into his uncle, Aaron Davis. Now, the crazy thing about Aaron Davis's character is that as interesting as he is, there's a lot more to him than meets the eye. It's not as clean cut as him just being a con man, but that's how he comes off. He comes off as a con artist, he comes off as a thief and a cheat, but he's actually a very capable guy. And the way this story unfolds is it's actually going to be a sort of a battle of allegiances, so to speak, for Miles Morales himself. But what ends up happening here is we actually pick up with Aaron Davis traveling back, or at least intending to meet the Tinkerer. Now, the Tinkerer is basically a character who creates devices. I mean, really, the Tinkerer was who we saw in the Spider-Man Homecoming movie that was working alongside Michael Keaton. The other half of this is that it also deals with the introduction of a new version of the Scorpion. And the reason why I say new version is because of the fact that in the Peter Parker Ultimate Spider-Man line of comics, in those stories, the Scorpion was introduced, but he was actually introduced as a clone of Peter Parker. The issue with this was that with Brian Michael Bendis writing the story at the time and wanting to create a new Spider-Man, it also made sense to give this new Spider-Man, Miles Morales, his own villains to face off against. And so what ended up happening is the Scorpion, as he appeared in the original Peter Parker stories in the Ultimate Universe, he was basically defeated. He was revealed to be a clone of Peter Parker, and then he was just never really seen or heard from again after he was taken captive by S.H.I.E.L.D. That was really it. This version of Scorpion seems to be more in line with the Scorpion that we saw from Spider-Man Homecoming. This Scorpion seems to be more grounded in terms of who he is and what he's about and that kind of a thing. His backstory still remains pretty ambiguous, and it will for a little while, but suffice it to say, he's basically in New York because of the fact that Prowler owes him cash, and that's really about it. Now, the other half of this is Miles Morales trying to make his way and trying to figure out how to be a superhero. But the other thing to focus on here is that Miles is struggling with the exact same thing that Peter Parker did. And that's one of the cool things about this, is that what Bendis and them are basically saying is that no matter what universe we're in, for the most part, unless the character is drastically different from who we're used to, he's always going to struggle with the same thing. Should he tell his friends and family who he is? And if he does...
You said, why not just Spider-Man Miles Morales again? What do you mean?
What are the consequences of that? Because remember, if he were to tell his mom, for example, that he's Spider-Man, she may believe him, she may not believe him. But if she has that knowledge, it makes her a target for somebody else. And so she basically can't spill the beans on something she doesn't know anything about. And if Miles never tells her, then nobody has any reason to go after her. They have no reason to connect the two people. Now, something else to focus on is that, again, when Bendis and them created Miles Morales, they didn't just abandon the concept of Peter Parker in his entirety. I mean, he's dead, he doesn't show up, and he won't show up again until Spider-Man. But the idea here was to keep the legacy of Peter Parker going. Ganke really just kind of goes to Miles and says, look, it's cool that you're Spider-Man, but you don't really know what you're doing.
Facts.
And Peter Parker's not here to teach you what you need to know because he's dead. And so you need to be able to learn what Peter Parker knew from Peter Parker himself the best way you know how, which is to basically watch movies of Peter Parker fighting. And that's kind of the cool thing because, you know, Miles gets a video, gets to watch footage of the Ultimate Universe Peter Parker facing off against Dr. Octopus. Nothing too significant.
Going crazy.
But his first real attempt in trying to stand toe-to-toe and trying to really become Spider-Man comes with the arrival of a character by the name of Omega Red. Now, Omega Red in the Ultimate Universe was starkly different from his character in the main Marvel Universe. In the main Marvel Universe, Omega Red was the byproduct of the Russians trying to duplicate Wolverine. That's really all it was. It was the idea that Wolverine had been taken by the Weapon X project, his healing factor had been used in order to bond his body with adamantium, and the result was that he ended up going forward as just this adamantium-laced killing machine. The Russians tried to duplicate the same process, but the difference here is that the Russians didn't know the formula for adamantium, and so because of that, they ended up creating a cheap knockoff called carbonadium. Now, carbonadium's still pretty durable, and it's still pretty potent in terms of what it's capable of, but naturally, this eventually led to a battle of sorts between Omega Red and Wolverine, with the two of them becoming mortal enemies. In the Ultimate Universe, it was starkly different. Omega Red was basically just a guy who was a mutant. He gained these powers that allowed him to just kind of expand these organic tendrils from his body. He could emit toxins, different things like that, but he wasn't nearly as capable as his main Marvel counterpart. But the reason why this is important is because of the fact that for Miles Morales, going against somebody like Omega Red is going against someone he's never experienced before. And so it's really him kind of on the edge of his seat, using his powers as best he can, trying to become a legitimate hero, because with trying to dodge these tendrils and so on, it requires him to use basically every ounce of agility he has. As we would expect, he comes out on top. But the idea of Aaron Davis being rolled in as part of Miles Morales' Spider-Man story comes when, again, Aaron Davis basically encounters the Tinkerer. And it's the idea that the Tinkerer, you know, when Aaron Davis is looking at this newspaper about a new Spider-Man and so on and so forth, the Tinkerer basically gives Aaron Davis the whole backstory of how Spider-Man became Spider-Man. The original Peter Parker became Spider-Man. Of course, as we talked about, Norman Osborn created the Oz formula, so on and so forth. But this also rings a bell for the Prowler, because remember, in our video on the origin of Miles Morales, he was bitten by a spider in front of Uncle Aaron Davis. And the result was that Aaron Davis saw the spider and saw a number on it. And so because of that, when, you know, Tinkerer begins to explain all these things about what Osborn was doing, how he would perform experiments on these spiders, he would number them and he would catalog them in order to keep track of what his experiments were doing and how they were progressing, Aaron Davis comes to the realization that a numbered spider bit his nephew, and then suddenly there's this new Spider-Man on the scene. Two and two together, Miles Morales is Spider-Man. And that's why I say that Prowler, Aaron Davis, is actually sharper than people give him credit for. I mean, he's smarter than your average bear, I guess. But it's kind of a cool thing because it sets the stage for this idea of Aaron Davis being brought in, asking for some pretty nefarious things. And that's really the first thing that he does. I mean, as soon as he realizes that Miles is Spider-Man, he goes to him and says, hey man, like we should work together. Like we can put our efforts together and we can really achieve something great. Now, remember, Miles was informed by his father that his uncle Aaron was a con artist and a crook and served time in jail. Miles' father was heading down the same path. And so Miles' father had basically warned him, hey, look, do not get in the mix with your uncle Aaron. The other half of this is that Miles' father, I wouldn't go as far as to say is a very cautious man, so much as he's trying to ensure his son stays safe, but he's also a little overprotective. And this is where the whole element of loyalties begins to come into play. Because with Miles Morales, he's kind of stuck in two different situations. The first is that he believes in his father. I mean, it's his dad. You know, he follows his father as best he can, but it almost feels like his father's trying to shelter him from the world's experiences. And life in and of itself, people growing and becoming something better than they are, is all about experiences, doing something stupid and learning from that experience. At the same time, it's his uncle Aaron Davis, and he knows that he's a crook. But if he wants to go out and experience life, there's a lot of different ways to do that, but family is family, blood is blood. And so again, that's one of the interesting things about this story, and that's one of the reasons why I've loved Miles Morales' character for so long, is because it's just the inner struggle between the two of them. Now, with regards to Aaron Davis having killed the Tinkerer so that nobody would know about the possibility of Miles Morales being Ultimate Spider-Man, it also comes into play with him, I guess, re-encountering Scorpion again. And this is when we basically learn that Scorpion was owed money by Aaron Davis, that presumably Aaron Davis essentially cheated him out of cash. Scorpion comes back looking for his money. Now, the other half of this is that we also get some perspective in terms of what Scorpion's capable of. And what we're actually informed here is that he's not just some crazy guy, you know, who is a mob boss out of Mexico. Instead, he does have some abilities. And one of the most notable is a highly resistant skin. Aaron Davis ultimately just ends up fleeing for his life when he begins to realize just how capable Scorpion is, and that he's not really a pushover. Now, of course, this leads to exactly what we would expect it to, in the sense that Aaron Davis essentially flees to his nephew, Miles Morales. And this is probably one of the best elements of the story. And the reason for this is because Aaron Davis approaching his nephew is done from ill intent. Like, it's him showing up and essentially having this ulterior motive. There's a guy trying to kill me, I want to try to take him out, so on and so forth. But he doesn't say that. He doesn't go to Miles Morales and say, hey man, I did something really bad. I screwed a guy over in Mexico and he got here to New York and he's trying to kill me. You got to help me take this guy out. That's not what he says. Instead, what he does is he pawns it off on the idea of being a tutor of sorts. And that's kind of the cool thing, because Aaron Davis uses, you know, basically the abilities of his suit combined with his own experiences to engage Miles in hand-to-hand combat. And this is why I say, sometimes, despite the fact that there can be nefarious purposes here, at the end of the day, there is still something to be learned. And so while Aaron Davis is trying to manipulate his own nephew, Aaron Davis is teaching Miles how to become a more effective fighter. Because remember, Miles doesn't have any martial arts training. He doesn't have military training. He has no kind of training at all. He's a kid who was bitten by a radioactive spider and then suddenly has all these powers. And so he doesn't know how to fight. He doesn't have any of that kind of training stuff. He's really just flying by the seat of his pants every step of the way in every single conflict he gets into. Now, the other half is to remember, he learns as he goes through. And that's kind of the cool thing, is because he's literally learning to fight while he's fighting. And so that's one of the crazy things about his character and his evolution. But the idea of Aaron Davis is saying, look, I'm trying to help you out here. Now, Aaron is not totally evil. Like, he's not a total bad guy. He's not just like, I don't care whether you live or die. I'm just trying to make sure that this guy, Scorpion, gets off my back. Instead, it's really this idea that he's going to him and he's saying, look, I don't want to see you killed. And that really is one of the reasons why Aaron Davis's character is so intricate and is so complex, is because on one half, he's a thief, he's a con artist, he's a manipulator, but at the other half, that's family. That's his nephew. The last Spider-Man was killed by his own enemies. It'd be a lot easier for Miles Morales to be killed by different foes because he doesn't have nearly the experience or the training that Peter Parker had. And so again, it's kind of a cool scenario. Now, of course, ultimately Miles is able to overcome Aaron Davis to the point that he proves that he's able to hold his own to a degree. And this is where the conversation begins to unfold, is because Aaron Davis basically says, I want to train you. I want to make you a good fighter. I want to turn you into somebody who can be a legitimate superhero. And this is why it's kind of this idea that these two characters have conflicting sides, where, you know, Aaron Davis is just kind of a small-time crook and a con man, and Miles Morales is trying to be a good guy. At the end of the day, they have a common goal, and the common goal is to take out an even worse bad guy named Scorpion. And so that's the common ground that the two of them reside on at this moment. It allows the characters to sort of progress and to grow and so on and so forth. And so where we ultimately have Miles just kind of cruising the internet and trying to learn about this Scorpion character, and we eventually have him just sort of mulling this entire situation over, and then ultimately agreeing agreeing to side with his uncle Aaron against the wishes of his parents after learning that this guy, Scorpion, has engaged in acts of racketeering, murder, theft, violating other human beings. This guy is just a genuinely terrible human being. And so because of that, you know, ultimately Miles ends up siding with his uncle, which again sets the stage for some pretty cool stuff.
Auto insurance all seems the same until it's time to use it. With USAA, it's easy to file claims, schedule repairs, and access roadside assistance right through your app. Or you could take your chances somewhere else. Get a quote today.
To the body.
But okay, so we are a couple weeks out from the release of the PlayStation 5 and Miles Morales Spider-Man. Spider-Man Miles Morales, I guess is what they're calling it. Whatever it is, the Spider-Man 2.
Let me get some. I gotta warm these dogs up. Y'all can still chat. Don't bring the phone with me. I'm about to make. I got some. Is it Korean? I think it's Korean. Yeah, the Korean corn dogs. Oh my god, with the cheese in it. Oh my god. Potato on the outside. Yeah, Daniel, it's completely different. Spiderverse. They got some moments implemented inside of Spiderverse from the Ultimate series, but it's different. Hold on, chat. I didn't even know. Alright, you cold? Cause it's a little chilly in here. You cold? Oh, I was about to put the heat in there. Cool. Yeah. Hold on, chat. I can play this for y'all if y'all want me to.
2 game. And here's the thing. Okay, I'm actually kind of sad about this. Myself and Mariah have not pre-ordered. Like we didn't get a chance to pre-order the PS5, right? Like the pre-orders were out like that. Like it was insane. So here's the deal. Are there any members of the Rob Corps in Columbus, Ohio that can hook up myself and Mariah with PlayStation 5s, right? I'll give you like an extra $200 plus the cost of the PlayStation 5s if you can hook us up. That would be awesome, right? That'd be super cool. If you can, send me an email, rob@comicsexplained.com. That would be amazing. amazing. I don't know if any of you guys can. We'll even go as far as Cleveland if we have to, but that'd be awesome if you guys could, right? So, it's been a little while since we covered Miles Morales, right? We covered the first two, and I think we did it like 3 years ago. So we're gonna do a little bit of catch up here for people who are really uncertain and who are kind of lagging behind in the midst of all this. So Miles Morales becoming Spider-Man came out of what was basically like Cataclysm to a degree, right? It was basically this great big huge story arc in the Ultimate Universe where that version of Spider-Man had died, right? So a little bit of explanation here. The Ultimate Universe was launched in 2000, and it was the answer to the question, what would it look like if superheroes existed in the real world, right? A more modern depiction of superheroes as we know them in Marvel Comics. The Ultimate Universe was hugely popular, and it was basically launched with Ultimate Spider-Man, right? With Peter Parker. Now, when Peter Parker died, Spider-Man fans were pissed, right? They were so mad because they loved that version of Spider-Man. And as we know, as comic book fans, we don't really like it when things change, right? We like things to stay the same forever and ever and ever, because when things are different, it takes us getting used to it again, and we just don't want to have to go through all that. You know, we're old people, right? We just get stuck in our ways. And the result of this is that when Miles Morales initially came onto the scene, there was a lot of hate for the character of Miles. The funny thing is, he's hugely popular now. So much so that, like, one, he's got his own game, and two, I've heard nothing but people being excited about the new Miles Morales game, right? So, as with most things in comics, give it time and you may end up finding that you like it. But the whole thing behind this is that in the early days and kind of in the beginning of this, Miles Morales, having been bitten by a spider that gave him radioactive powers in much the same way that Peter Parker did, was met with a lot of backlash in the Ultimate Comics universe, right? Like in the actual comics themselves, because Peter Parker had like just died. And then Miles, you know, in order to honor the memory of Peter, went out and got a Spider-Man suit and then was like, okay, let's be Spider-Man, right? And he was met by like Nick Fury, he was met by Jessica Drew, or whatever you want to call her, basically the Ultimate Universe version of Spider-Girl, Spider-Woman, and they were kind of like, you can't do this, right? Like, you're disrespecting the memory of Peter. But the reality was that Miles believed that he was honoring the memory of Peter, right? Like, he believed he was doing the right thing. And so ultimately he ended up getting the blessing of Nick Fury, and then this led to the introduction of the Prowler, right? And the Prowler was a character who had already been around, and the Prowler was basically the uncle of Miles Morales. He was basically Aaron, right? And the idea behind this was that you ended up having Miles basically allying himself with Aaron as part of Aaron's request. Now, when Miles started realizing that things were a little sketchy here, that's when all this kind of started popping off, right? But this really is kind of like when the two of them first start teaming up. We as the reader knew that Aaron was a bad guy, right? Like, we knew he was basically a villain. He was one of the most wanted men in the United States, and in fact, he was wanted by Interpol and the FBI, right? Like, it was a huge deal. Again, it's probably one of the best thieves, if not the best thief in the entirety of the Ultimate Universe. He was kind of a big deal. Now, with him and Miles teaming up for the first time, this involves them going after a guy by the name of Scorpion. In Marvel, in the Ultimate Universe, you had two versions of the Scorpion character, and you're probably familiar with him from like maybe Spider-Man, the animated series back in the 90s, or comic books, or whatever the case is. But the Scorpion that you initially saw in Ultimate Comics was part of the Ultimate Universe line of the Clone Saga, right? Like cloning Peter Parker. That's where, you know, the Jessica character came from and so on. But the Scorpion was a clone of Peter Parker, right? So that was kind of like that version that we saw. I wouldn't go as far as to say he was hugely popular. I honestly didn't really enjoy the whole concept. But the thing about this is that this version of Scorpion that we see here is the guy who's actually named Maximus Gargan, right? So his name is almost identical to the one from the main Marvel Universe, Max Gargan. The difference here is that unlike Mac Gargan in the main Marvel Universe, who's just a guy who's a criminal, in the Ultimate Universe, Maximus Gargan was basically a Mexican crime lord, is essentially what he was. He was like a Mexican drug kingpin, but he was working for Prowler. And so essentially you had this kind of exchange that was supposed to go on between the two of them. But basically Maximus Gargan ended up turning on the Prowler. It led into a great big huge fight. Prowler basically got out of there. And then Maximus has come here to New York City in order to make himself a kingpin. And because of the fact that he was able to overcome Prowler before, the indication is he can do it again, right? So he's not too worried about the Prowler's character. But that's why they're here, is because Aaron is trying to get rid of Maximus, or trying to get rid of Scorpion, because Scorpion's encroaching on his turf. The idea that he's pitching to Miles Morales is he's a bad guy, right? So we got to get rid of bad guys. So he's essentially using Miles' desire to be a hero in order to effectively turn Miles into his own enforcer, is really kind of what's happening here. But Scorpion showing up here and just being like, okay, so like, you know, this is my spot now, right? Like, I'm taking over this. Like, I was a guy who operated in Mexico, that's true, but like, now I want to swim with the bigger fish, right? And so I'm taking the entirety of New York over. I'm going to become its new kingpin. The funny thing about this is that he's immediately met by Aaron, right? He's immediately met by the Prowler, and in turn, the Prowler's like, okay, so like, you gotta go, right? You gotta go. Now, the response of Scorpion is like, you still owe me payment, right? Like, you still owe me for our last deal that went down. Technically, that's true. That when that deal initially went down, that Aaron was the one who refused to live up to his end of the bargain. Now, he did so under the auspices that Scorpion tried to double cross him, right? And saying like, you forfeited your share of this whole thing when you tried to double cross me, but technically a deal is a deal. And so the result of this is that, you know, Scorpion's here to kind of call in his end and take out the Prowler if he can, and then take over New York himself. Now, of course, this leads to Spider-Man jumping in. Now, there are questions that you're most likely asking here, right? Where are characters like Daredevil or like Luke Cage or Heroes for Hire or any of the number of ground level heroes that we see in New York that could easily respond to a threat like this? The reality of the Ultimate Universe, guys, is that it was designed to be a far more stripped down version of the main Marvel Universe. The main Marvel Universe.
Yo, chat. Do you want me to keep it on? Because I gotta take Binks out. You want me to keep it on, or do y'all want to? I'm about to end the stream in a minute, so. Jordan, what's good, bro? Actually, I'm gonna end it right here. It's gonna be left off 14, 17. All right, but I'm gonna end it right here. All right, I'm gonna end the stream right here. I gotta take my dog out and shit. I'm streaming tomorrow for sure, and I gotta react to some Rise of the Ronin and upload that as well. So I'm gonna do that for sure. All right, we're gonna do that for sure. So, hell yeah, bro. Hey, it was a good chat. It was a good stream though. It was lit. Appreciate y'all, bro. Y'all was crazy. Shit was fun as hell. All right, y'all be easy. Yo, I could cover Rise of the Ronin tomorrow if y'all want me to. Cover some of that. That'll be fun. Y'all, all right, y'all. Y'all be safe. Y'all be easy, bro. Take care. Is that Kane? It looks like Kane. I don't know who the fuck. I don't know. I can't tell. All right. Deuces.